Rabbit can do it here. Swinging a drive. Deep center field. Going back is Scott. And that one is gone. This game is tied at 6. Harden drives in. Harden. And it's rejected by Flag. Flag recovers it. Flag driving. He might go coast to coast. Gives it to Nembhard in the corner. Nembhard for 3. Bang! For 3. Ryan Nembhard makes it a 20-point lead. Hands it off. Rodriguez up the middle. Touchdown, Commanders! Rodriguez with the touchdown run. Chris Rodriguez Jr. straight up the middle. Touchdown! What is up, everybody? Welcome into District Nation. I hope everyone is having a great evening. We are here for the first game of a 3-game series between the Kansas City Royals and the Washington Nationals. Welcome in, everybody. I hope you're all having a great day. Here we go. Time for District Nation, says Mr. C. Baseball, yes. We are here for some Monday Night Baseball. The Washington Nationals just took a series at home, which has been pretty hard for them lately, considering the type of team they are. They haven't taken too many series at home, and here they are, taking one at home, and now into a good run. They're finally getting a little bit of rest. They've been playing some good competition. They played a team in the Marlins who got hot. That's the thing. They got hot. We can say that. The Marlins got hot as they played us, and here we are. Now the Nationals are playing the Royals, who aren't too hot. This is a chance for the Nationals to take a series. We talked about it during the series preview. This is the time to try to take a series. Everybody, before we go any further, be sure to put your answer in the poll. Who do you think is the best arm in the Nationals bullpen? I want to hear your answers. If you're a Royals fan, I can tell you about each one of them if you need to know. Let's go. Let's try to hit 400 subscribers today. We are 2 subscribers away. Thanks to Mr. C for already tuning in. Mr. and Mrs. C always here tuning in. I hear Mr. and Mrs. C are going to the game, so that's great for them. They're going to the game tomorrow. I am too, so that's awesome. Bob's here. What's up, Bob? Bob Grunelli's already here saying, how's it going? How's it going? It's going great for me. I'm feeling really good. Monday night, feeling energized. Had a good day. Had a nice day, laid back day, and get to hang out here on stream and talk about some baseball. The Washington Nationals are in for a hot streak. They have won 2 games in a row now, 2-game win streak, and they have a chance to capitalize against a cold Kansas City Royals team that finds themselves at 29-43. Here we go, everybody. We're about 10 minutes away from first pitch, roughly, or when we start the starting lineups or anything. But first, I want to talk about something real quickly. Before we get started with anything, I want to show you this. Please, before we continue, scan the QR code next to me, because this is very important. CJ Abrams and James Wood need to be all-star starters in July, next month. Scan right now. Scan the QR code. I know most of you are watching on a laptop or an iPad. Take out your phone. Whip out your phone, QR code, or go to MLB.com/vote. You can hang out there. Help me out. Help the Nationals out just a little bit. I'll head back to it here because I know some people might be just hopping in. Oh, I'm mad my Giants didn't play today. Oof. Well, at least you get a break. Sometimes a break from your team playing is good for your mental health. Scan the QR code. James Wood is 7th in all-star voting right now among NL outfielders. That is terrible. He should be top 3 at best. He needs to start in the outfield and promote it. Grant and Danny on their show today. Shout out Grant and Danny. They were talking about it. We need these guys on the All-Star team. They talked about it. Throw a QR code up on Nationals TV at Nationals Park. I'm not at Nationals Park. I'm not on Nationals TV, but I have Nationals fans and I have your attention. So scan that QR code right on the screen or go to MLB.com/vote. Vote James Wood and CJ Abrams on your NL ballot. Help out the boys just a little bit because these dudes deserve to be starting in their positions come July. These two, and if you want to throw some other guys on there, Dalen Lyles on the ballot, just saying. But these two, if anything, if you are not going to do anything today, go and vote these 2 guys. MLB.com/vote or scan the QR code on the screen. Either one will take you right to the ballot. Go there, vote Abrams and Wood. Help them out. I'll be reminding you throughout the game, in between innings. We'll go to this screen. Every half inning, I'm going to go to this screen so we get the QR code up. But here we go. This is the screen we're going to be to. I have an infomercial when we're in between innings, but that's going to be it. Scan that QR code, help out the boys just a little bit. So today, I'm rocking the City Connect jersey with a different hat. I got the Nationals 4th of July hat. We're rocking the Teddy Roosevelt Water Cup, the souvenir cup. The Washington Nationals, though, just quickly here, just to tell you real quickly that Curtis Mead is in the 3-hole. Curtis Mead is going to be serving in a 3-hole, a rare time where you see a righty hitting the 3-hole against another team for the Nationals. The Nationals have been playing against the matchups lately. Today they're facing Spence, who's a righty, who's only had 1 appearance, 4 innings. This is a time to capitalize. I'd see this time as a capitalized time for the Nationals to throw a bunch of lefties against him, but looking at the order, Mead, Cruz, Young, that's 3 righties, and that doesn't seem like a lot, but for the Nationals, 3 righties against a righty is a good amount of hitters. Usually it's 2, and then we throw 2 switch hitters in there. Tonight we see 3. But Curtis Mead, I have no problem with, because Curtis Mead's one of our best hitters and could end up being an all-star reserve or sub. So, happy with that. I was watching MLB Central this morning, and they said the Nationals should trade CJ Abrams. You know, MLB Central, they have their opinions, but for me, I just think the Nationals should keep him. I think the Nationals should keep him. That is the best decision they can do. I'm just saying that CJ Abrams is a stud. If he's an all-star starter come July with this team, why would you leave? Because 2 games over 5 right now, 37 and 35. They could be making a playoff push this year, and I want to talk about it throughout the game. What would happen if we got a playoff push? But if we went for a playoff push, the name of the franchise, we say, oh, it's going to be Wood. It's going to be these guys. CJ Abrams is the face of the franchise right now. He's the flashy player. He's the guy bat flipping. Maybe Wood has 20, but he's nonchalant. Abrams looks cool when he hits home runs. People like to watch CJ Abrams. So I personally think they should not trade him. That is just my opinion and the way I'm watching it. I like Abrams in a Nationals uniform. Maybe they don't agree with me, but that's where we are for now. Just a few minutes before we get started with the starting lineups. No, not CJ. Yeah, I feel like we need to get rid of CJ. CJ is one of our most valuable pieces, in my opinion. CJ Abrams is a part of the future. Let's keep him. Keep him around for as long as we can. Hope Mr. C is having a great day. Mr. C, hope you scan that QR code. Vote Nats. You got to vote the boys. Today, the Nationals will take on the Royals, who are 29 and 43, dead last in the AL Central. The AL Central hasn't been great either. The Chicago White Sox, surprisingly, first in that division. Second, though, Cleveland Guardians. You got 2 good teams in that division. The Nationals are in a good division, too. The Nationals, though, have been playing a lot of interleague play lately. They've had a lot of interleague games. That's been the story of their life lately. They've been playing AL teams for the past few series. Just earlier this weekend they played one, and they have another one coming up with Kansas City this weekend. They've been playing a lot of it. They're getting good experience against it. Playing Kansas City at home. They played Seattle at home this last weekend series. They were in San Francisco earlier, but that's an NL. But you got 2 more. You got Tampa Bay, and then you come back home for Philly for 3. A rare just 3-game road trip is going to be in there this weekend, Tampa Bay. We have voted. Thanks for reminders. Yes, vote CJ and Wood. If you're not going to vote any other Nationals, vote CJ and Wood. And you can get the QR code. So it is 5 times per day, which I will be voting probably 5 times a day. Usually just get as many votes in as I can. The Nationals have a rare 3-game road trip to Tampa Bay, and then they're back home for Philly. And then they go out to Baltimore and Boston, which I'll be at the Baltimore game, I believe, which is going to be really great. So one thing here, a reminder, and just a note, Lane Thomas is going to be leading off for the Royals tonight. Let's hope Lane Thomas gets a standing ovation. Always loved Lane Thomas in a Nats jersey. He was one of my favorite players. But today, awesome Andrew Alvarez will take the mound for the Nationals. Alvarez looking for a bounce-back start, and if there's one start to do it, it's against the Royals. This cold Royals team, this is really important that they have a good time here. It's very important that they can figure it out, slowly regain some momentum for the Nationals, and the Royals are really slow. So the Nationals need to find a way to do well against them. About 5 minutes away. Bobby Witt is in this order for the Royals, so that's one piece that you're going to have to struggle with, but you got to get to him. You got to fight Bobby Witt, and the rest of this order is pretty quiet. I mean, Salvador Perez mixed in there, Michael Garcia in there, Jack Caglione in there, but Michael Garcia, an important piece. You got an older, broken-down version of Starlin Marte, who's only hitting .254 with 1 bomb. But he's there. He is in the order. We'll see what happens. So we're about 5 minutes away. Let's get going with the official starting lineups and batting order for today's game. Starting with the road visiting Kansas City Royals, who are 29 and 43 this season. They are 10 games out of first in their division. On the road, they're 12 and 22. Leading it off, the former Nat in center field, Lane Thomas, once again facing another Nat. Batting second, the stud shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Batting third is going to be Jack Caglione, the right fielder. Batting fourth is going to be Michael Garcia, the third baseman. Batting fifth, Starling Marte, designated hitter. Batting sixth, the very old Salvador Perez. Perez will be at first base today. Batting seventh is going to be your second baseman in today's game, Nick Lofton. Batting eighth is going to be the catcher in today's game. Let me get it up here. Carter Jensen. That's going to be the catcher for today's game. And batting ninth is going to be the left fielder, Isaac Collins. And on the mound for the Kansas City Royals is going to be Mitch Spence. One game this season, and he has a 13.50 ERA with 4 innings worked. Gave up a lot of runs. You don't like MLB Central? I don't mind them. I just didn't really like that take. I mean, MLB Central, they're good hosts. I mean, Mark DeRosa's on that show. So, not like I don't like them. It's just, I don't like that take. I think the Nationals should hold on Abrams. That's just my little opinion. So, there you go. Once again, for the Royals, it's Thomas, Witt Jr., Caglione, Garcia, Marte, Perez, Lofton, Jensen, Collins, with Spence on the mound. And now, the starting lineup for your Washington Nationals, managed by manager Blake Butera, and your Washington Nationals. Leading it off, the designated hitter, number 29, James Wood. Batting second, the first baseman, number 2, Luis Garcia Jr. Batting third, the third baseman, number 45, Curtis Mead. Batting fourth, the shortstop, number 5, CJ Abrams. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 3, Dylan Cruz. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 4, Dalen Lyle. Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 30, Jacob Young. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 20, Keibert Ruiz. And batting ninth, the second baseman, number 26, Nasim Nunez. And on the mound for your Washington Nationals, left-handed pitcher, number 54, Andrew Alvarez. There you go, the starting lineup for your Washington Nationals, as we're now 2 minutes away from first pitch and about to get underway. Here we go, everybody, one more time. Just reminding you, this is the video. That's my infomercial. Forgot that. Go vote CJ Abrams and James Wood. And that was not me periodically switching my outfit. That's the one I recorded it in. Go vote CJ Abrams and James Wood now. Go vote them. If you haven't already, I know Mr. and Mrs. C have already voted, but be sure to go vote these two gentlemen. Again, that's James Wood and CJ Abrams. Here we go, everybody. We are ready for some baseball right here on District Nation. We just gained another subscriber. Let's go. Charge! So here we go. About a minute away, and we're at 399 subscribers. We are 1 away from 400. Awesome. Andrew Alvarez, let's go. Yes. We're having some fun in the chat. All caps. Fun in the chat. Let's go. After that Sunday night game, we had a pretty interesting game, but I wasn't really invested as much. I'm invested in this game. We got Nationals baseball right here on District Nation, and AAA taking the mound for the Nationals. Awesome Andrew, a 1-0 record with a 3.70, but he's just been good this season. I feel like he's been so good. Last season, he started out pretty well, was sent down, but here he is at the major league level, just playing better. Gary don't like that show, MLB Central. Yeah, MLB Central, their takes are just their takes. It's just their takes. Sometimes they just don't like it. I think Mark DeRosa is good at what he does, but also what he's good at is telling people his takes. Is just telling people his opinions. Doing the play-by-play, you got to give the information to. So we're going to get ready for baseball right here on District Nation. Hope everyone is having a great day. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It's a beautiful day from Nationals Park. It's going to be 76 degrees at first pitch. Just a few clouds in the sky. We're ready for baseball here. Awesome Andrew Alvarez is out there, AAA, getting his warm-up pitches in. 76 degrees. Lane Train is going to lead off. Then it's going to be Bobby Dubs, but two good hitters going to go first. Here we go, District Nation dads in the chat. N-A-T-S, Nats, Nats, Nats. Out of respect, I won't say it for him. Woo! Still got to say it. You got to add the woo. I'm assuming you're going to have the woo tomorrow, District Nation Dad. So Awesome Andrew is probably the reason that you're seeing Lane Thomas in the leadoff spot today. Monday night, so it's not too filled at Nationals Park today. I think some schools are still going as well, especially in the D.C. area. But Austin Andrew taking the mound, 1-0, 7 games, 2 starts so far. He had long man roles as well, and had some points where he had an opener. He had Paxton Schultz as an opener once against the Padres. That was a failed experiment. That did not work. Please don't ever do that again. He's going to throw you the slider, the curveball, a fastball, and a sinker, but what I like is that he uses his slider the most. 29% of the time he's using the slider, curveball and four-seam filling the holes and the sinker at the end. But that slider is good because he doesn't throw it for a strike, but they chase it, so it ends up being a strike. But Awesome Andrew, the lefty, being on the mound is the reason you're seeing Lane Train, a righty, hitting the leadoff spot. And let's go. Give a standing ovation here. You got to give a standing ovation to Lane Train. There's enough people to give a standing ovation, though. Not a too-filled crowd for tonight's evening game. It's Awesome Andrew. Take them out, and play ball has just been flashed on the screen. Let's get going, everybody. Lane Thomas will step up to the plate. Time is called. Looks like some cheers are coming, but Lane Train, big piece of the Nationals past, hopefully will play their future. First pitch to Lane Train is inside, ball one with a slider at 83 miles an hour, and we are underway here at 6:47 p.m., just 2 minutes late to Lane Thomas, who's hitting .224 this season with a few homers. Here's the pitch. Thomas going to take a sinker in there, called strike one at 91 miles an hour, evens up the count. I hope everyone likes the background for tonight's game, the night Nationals Park view. So it'll be 1-1 here. Awesome Andrew into the wind. Here comes the pitch to Lane Train. Thomas swings and grounds this one. Abrams ranges over, has it, fires over to first in time for the out. And Lane Thomas is down on the ground out to his former teammate, CJ Abrams. And that's out number 1. And that's how this one is going to get started. Our umpires for today, Chad Whitson's behind the plate. Chad Fairchild at first. Bill Miller's behind second. He's the crew chief. And Brian Walsh is over there at third base.
Hey, it's Enrico Palazzo!
So now Awesome Andrew will face Bobby Witt, the righty hitter. He's into the wind. First pitch to Bobby Witt. That's going to be high ball, one with a fastball, but Ruiz is going to challenge this one. And Lane Thomas, another former Nat. Yep, another former National. So that one was a little bit high, but we'll get a challenge here. Ruiz thought it was close. Here's the replay. Here's the ABS, and it is a ball. Wow. On the 4th pitch of the game, we lose an ABS challenge by 0.2 inches. On the first batters of the game, the second batter of the game, we lose an ABS. As Andrew Alvarez will go into the wind, the 1-0 to Bobby Witt is going to be low and in, ball 2 with a fastball at 94. Think about Awesome Andrew. He's going to work you in and out. He's not going to throw you just one fastball. He's going to work you in and off the plate. He's going to make a hitter work hard because he'll go back into the zone. Bobby Witt's hitting .287 with 9 bombs, though. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be a slider that bends into the zone, called strike one. It'll be a 2-1 count now. So 2-1 here with 1 out. Andrew Alvarez wears number 54, as we announced during the starting lineups. It'll be a 2-1 pitch. Here's the pitch from Alvarez. In there, called strike 2 with a sinker on the outside corner, and that'll make it 2-2. Forgot to put the James Wood image on the screen. I'm ashamed of myself. So it'll be 2-2 here with 1 out. Bobby Witt in his career, .290 with 114 home runs with 401 RBIs. So he's been good through his career. Almost 300 batting average. The 2-2. High ball 3, they'll appeal on a swing. Yes, says first base umpire Walsh. Bobby Witt went on the high fastball. He turned his chest on that one, so it did look like he went. Looking at the replay, really turned his chest a lot. So he put his body into that one, not much his bat, though. That's out number 2, and Awesome Andrew has strikeout number 1 on the night, and Bobby Witt goes down. So now Awesome Andrew will go into the line. First pitch to Jack Caglione on the lefty-lefty, and this one is slapped out to left center. That's a base hit. De La Lau will field that one on the ground, and that's a base hit for Jack Caglione here with 2 outs. First pitch, he slaps Awesome Andrew's delivery out to left center. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning going, and that'll bring up Michael Garcia. Jack Caglione finding a gap there in the infield, plugs the gap, finds himself a hit. So that'll bring up Michael Garcia, the righty, to face Awesome Andrew, the lefty. Card .268 for Garcia, 3 bombs and 28 ribbies. Awesome Andrew will work out of the set position now. First pitch to Michael is going to be a slider that dips into the zone, called strike 1, and it's an 0-1 count. I hope everyone likes the few sound effects I've added so far. Added a couple for tonight's games. It'll be an 0-1 here. Alvarez is set. Here's the pitch to Garcia. In there, called strike 2. It'll be an 0-2 count. 0-2, 2-2 in the top of the first. Just about to flip a coin who I root for this game. Which side do you want? I want the Nats. So coming set is Alvarez. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul off on a high fastball at 93. That one was way high. Michael Garcia, who has rather long legs, that was up at his chest, but his legs are really long, so his chest doesn't cover too much of his body. He's predominantly legs. You can't imagine. That was near his neck. That's how high up it was. So we need 0-2 here. Alvarez sets. The 0-2, just outside ball one. Ruiz wanted to challenge there and then doesn't in the end. So he 1-2. Looking at the replay. Oh, no. Did they say he challenged? Oh, no. Ruiz didn't want to challenge, but he went far enough that crew chief Miller says he did go, and that's a ball. So Ruiz didn't challenge it. He stopped himself. Keibert Ruiz didn't want to challenge that one. He held himself back. Butera's going to go out and argue this one. So Blake Butera is going to be passionate about this because the Nationals are out of challenges. Second base umpire Brian Miller is our crew chief. Butera's saying he wants a challenge. I don't think this is challengeable, though. The Nats are out of ABS challenges in the top of the first. Ruiz didn't challenge it. The pitch was hied out. Ruiz started to go to challenge, but then he doesn't want to. He didn't touch head. He didn't touch his head at all. And then umpire crew chief Miller says he did. He did not touch his head once. So Butera is walking back to the dugout now. But, wow. So we 1-2 here. Alvarez sets. Now the Nats are out of ABS challenges in the top of the first. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss at a curveball in the dirt at 83. Alvarez says, no way, Jose, and sets down Michael Garcia. Butera still visibly angry about that call that Ruiz did challenge it, but I guess they're going to have to go down with it. Ouch, says Mr. C. Yeah, yes, ouch. We're out of challenges now, Mr. C. In the top of the first, we're out of challenges. That was, clearly it was a ball. Ruiz realized it was a ball anyway. And then he goes back, and now we lost a challenge. We were out of ABS. That should be reviewable. I feel like that should be reviewable when you have to touch your head. Ruiz went to about here and then stopped. Let me get into view. He went to about here. He did not touch his head, and then he stopped. And I guess they said he went. So the Nats are out of ABS challenge in the top of the first. They're going to have to play old-fashioned baseball. Settle in the inning, 1 hit and 1 man left on base. It is Jack Caglione with the slap hit to left center. Bobby Witt goes down swinging. Michael Garcia goes down swinging. After the first half of the inning, we're done with the top of the first. It is the Royals nothing. Nationals coming up right here on District Nation. So everybody, if you haven't already, be sure to vote CJ Abrams and James Wood. Scan that QR code. Tell me who you're rooting for. Oh, which side of the coin do you want? Heads. I'll take heads. But you should just root for the Nats. So to be James Wood lead it off for the Nats, the home run leader for the Nationals at 20 home runs. Be sure to vote. This screen will be on the screen in between every half inning. I will throw this on screen in case someone wants something else. We got a shout out to give. My grandmom and grandbob, they're on already. Shout out to my grandmom and grandbob here already for today's stream. So they saw that 2 ABS challenge problem. But shout out to you, grandmom and grandbob. Thank you so much for tuning in. So there we go. Thank you so much for you two for tuning in. So now it'll be James Wood here to lead it off against Mitch Spence, the righty on the mound. So here we go. We'll head over back to this screen. Oh, this never loaded. I apologize, everybody. This never loaded up. So I need to reload this. So to be James Wood here in the bottom of the first. Need to put that on screen. Bottom of the first we go to be James Wood here from Mitch Spence. Spence works out of the line. First pitch to James Wood. Wood first pitch swinging, hits it down the right field line, curling, hooking, and this one is going to go to the corner, and it's foul. Off by about 10 feet, just barely. A Guardians fan makes a catch, though, wearing a Francisco Lindor jersey. He makes a catch to a fan from Cleveland, Ohio. Caught that ball, but Wood hooked that one foul down the right field line, just barely. Yaha's here says, what's up, go Nats, let's go. Here's the 0-1 Wood. Wood's going to take a sinker in the dirt, ball 1. So they go to be 1-1 there. Thanks for tuning in. You're a Nats fan. Let's go. Thanks for tuning in. Yahe 6. Thanks for being a Nats fan. Yeah. Silly umpires. Yep. That was not a good call there in the first. So Mitch Spence only 1 game this season. It was not a start. But Wood almost got it out on the first pitch. Here's the 1-1. Wood takes a sweeper, ball 2 down low. That one out of the zone. It'll be a 2-1 count. Bottom of the first. 281 average for Wood. It's been going up lately. He had a good series against The Mariners, we had a couple bombs. Speed 2-1 here. Spence in the wind. The pitch to James Wood. Wood's going to swing and put this one down the left field line, coming over to the left fielder Collins, and he can't get it, but that one is going to go foul. It'll be 2-2. Wood almost got a double down the line, but it's just going to be foul. Almost a ground rule double. So it'll be 2-2. It's 2 almost so far for the Nationals now with James Wood. Thanks to all the Nats fans that are here. And remember, I will put the QR code up on the screen in between every half inning. Be sure to vote Nats. You got to vote Nats. It's a given. You got to vote them. So it'll be 2-2 here. Spence into the wind. Here's the pitch to Wood. Wood swing and a miss at a curveball low and outside. So Mitch Spence finally gets Wood on the curveball low and out. James Wood goes down for strikeout number 1 on the evening for Mitch Spence on the first batter he sees. He'll bring you a cutter, a sweeper, a sinker, a changeup, and a curveball. So those are the 5 pitches he'll run with. That was him with AAA Omaha so far, though. So now Spence will go into the wind here to face Luis Garcia Jr. Spence in the wind. First pitch to Louie. Louie swing and a miss at a cutter low and inside, and it's an 0-1 count. Our umpire says he just got a tip of it. So to be 0-1. 259 average for Louie with 9 home runs, almost into double digits. I think he should hit 20 this year if he stays hot. I bet he can hit 20. Here comes the 0-1 from Spence. Garcia takes the curveball in the dirt, ball 1. Just a reminder, I will not be on the mic Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm going to be doing stuff. I'm going to be at the game on Tuesday, then I have other plans on Wednesday, but we'll be back on Friday for the next Nationals game. But thanks for tuning in, everybody, for today's broadcast. As Spence, looking for signs here, he's got it, and he goes into the wind. The 1-1 to Garcia. Garcia's going to take a sweeper that sweeps out of the zone, and it'll be a 2-1 count. So 2-1 here with 1 out. Bottom of the first, no score. There's now Spence looking here for his pitch calm sign. I just got it. Here comes the 2-1 to Garcia. Garcia swings and lines this one, caught by the first baseman, Salvador Perez, for out number 2. Salvador Perez nabs that hard hit ball down the first base line. That's out number 2. Salvador Perez still's got some strength down there at first. He robs Garcia of a hit with that nice catch. So that's out number 2, and that'll bring up Curtis Mead, one of 3 righties in the order tonight. You'll see maybe Ruiz and Nunez turn around and hit from the right side if a lefty comes in, though. But then you can fill the lineup with righties, with all the righties we have on the bench. Spence, first pitch to Curtis Mead. Mead's going to take a sweeper in there, called strike 1 in the inside corner, and it's an 0-1 count. So Salvador Perez wears a C on his jersey, though. So he does wear the captain sticker. He's over there first. So we need 0-1 here. Spence at 10 pitches in the inning. He'll go into the wind. Here comes the 0-1. Lovelady swings and fouls this one off. So to be 0-2. I voted for Lovelady because his name's funny. Yep, Lovelady. Well, for me, I think most people so far, most people have voted Brad Lord. I like that. A lot of people like Brad Lord. Brad Lord is our long man, so he does work the most innings probably out of the pen just because he works every 2-3 days and throws a lot of innings when he does. Here comes the 0-2 to Mead. Mead swings and hits this one down the right field line, hooking, and that one will be foul and out of play, and we'll do 0-2 again. That one just got out of play. This will be 0-2. 0-2, 2 outs. Let's see if the Nationals can get a hit here. The Royals have a hit back in the top of the first. Let's see if the Nats can capitalize and do the same. So we 0-2 here with 2 outs. Clock winding down at 5 here. Now Spence got his sign into the 0-2. Here comes the pitch to Mead. Mead swinging a foul off of the curveball. Woof, that one got the catcher Jensen that time. So 0-2 again. Curtis Mead last season had some good numbers, but he has some better ones this year. He had a whiff percentage of 21.1 last year. That's gone down to 15.8. 27.7 chase percent. That's gone down to 24.7. He's been better with DC, which is really good. So it'll be 0-2 here to Mead, who's trying to work a good AB now. From Mitch Spence. Spence will go into the wind. Here comes the 0-2 to Mead. Mead's going to take a sinker outside, ball 1, and that'll make it a 1-2 count here. 2 outs. Royals are my favorite AL team besides the Blue Jays. All right. I mean, I understand why you root for the Blue Jays. Your favorite NL team should be the Nats, though. The underdogs who are definitely going to make a push this year, as Spence will go into the wind. Here comes the 1-2 to Meade. Catcher set up high, but that one goes way outside with a sinker, way out of the zone, or just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed. Curtis Meade has 40 hits this season, 20 of them being singles, and then 10 being doubles and 10 home runs. Those are good numbers. I mean, hitting some home runs. He's hitting some doubles as well. So to be 0-2-2 here now, trying to work it from 0-2 to 3-2 maybe. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Meade swinging a foul, and he loses his bat on the swing. So Meade fouls that one off, and then he loses his bat. He throws it behind him as he hits it. The bat boy for the Royals will go retrieve it for him. So Curtis Meade working an AB here. He swings and fouls it off and just completely loses grip of his bat. So to be 2-2. So it'll be 2 outs. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's go, Mr. C. Thanks for the reminder. So it'll be 2-2 here in the bottom of the first. Spence will go into the line. The pitch to Curtis Meade. Meade swings and grounds this one. Shortstop, Witt with the backhand. Will fire to first, and that is in time to Salvador Perez for out number 3. Settle in the inning. The Nationals go down 1-2-3, but Curtis Meade with a good AB there. So we're done with one full inning here in D.C. Royals nothing, Nationals nothing as we head to the second. Be sure, vote Abrams and Wood, everybody. Scan the QR code. Get your phones out if you have them. Go vote them now. If you aren't going to do it today, then do it tomorrow, but be sure to save the QR code as well. You can find it in this video after the stream. It'll be posted as a video. So be sure to go vote Abrams and Wood. This will be going up every half inning that I remember to. And when I don't, I'll put up the video for you guys to do it when I step away from screen. But be sure to go vote James Wood and CJ Abrams. Those two, CJ Abrams, James Wood. It's more important to vote Wood, but both important. You got to vote both of them. Currently, James Wood is in 7th in NL All-Star outfield ranking. Abrams in 1st in shortstops. So come on, we got to get some votes. So we will head to the top of the second. It'll be Marte, Perez, and Lofton for the Royals. You know, that ball hit towards the hole. I thought, man, like, ugh, that's a base hit. But then I realized Bobby Witt Jr. is playing shortstop right now. Nothing to shortstop is a hit today. Everything is out. Anything hit towards short is out. So we head to the second. Starlin Marte, the old man, will lead it off. It's interesting because Marte took steroids. I think it was like 2016 when he took steroids. It's been 10 years since that. Since the time of the roid rage from Starlin Marte. Thanks to everyone who's already tuned in, getting ready, hang out with me, scan that QR code, vote Abrams and Wood. This will be the screen in between innings. Be sure, vote the 2. I'm going to leave this on screen so you guys can see that QR code easily. I know I'm being I'm begging you a lot. I feel like a beggar here, but vote them. We're bringing DC together. This is going to unite DC a little bit. Come on, help us out. So here we go, head to the top of the second here. I'm going to flash it up screen every time. So now, Austin Andrew into the wind. First pitch to Starlin Marte. Marte is going to take a fastball in there. Called. Strike one is a 0-1 count. 5-way between the Nationals, Phillies, Cards, Pirates, Dodgers. Ooh, good 5 teams. I don't really like the Dodgers. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss at a curveball low and in, and it's 0-2. So we got that curveball low and inside to make it 0-2. So we 0-2 here. Alvarez into the wind. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 1. Did that get him on the foot? Maybe Marte got it. Nope, that gets Ruiz's foot. That's how it happened. That got Ruiz's foot. So we 1-2 here. Let's go! We just hit 400 subscribers. Yes, we just hit 400. Let's go. 400 subscribers. We just hit another number on front. So it'll be a 1-2 here. Now, Starlin Marte will take timeout. So 1-2 here in the top of the second. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss at a diving curveball inside. Awesome, Andrew gets Starlin Marte to swing through that one. Good pitch there by Awesome Andrew. There you go, strikeout number 3. The thing about Awesome Andrew, his pitch count may get really high, but it's high for a reason. He's striking batters out. He's throwing more than just one pitch to each batter. Oh, yeah, Chom's was one of the first subscribers. I remember that. So here we go. It'll be Salvador Perez now who's going to take a sinker inside ball 1. This will be 1-0 here. Let's go. 400 subs. Let's go. Awesome number. An awesome Andrew Alvarez number. Yay, 400. Yes. We are 100 away from 5. Here's the pitch. And Perez swinging a fly ball. Hit well out to left. Going back to left fielder Lyle, but he's on the track. Lyle's under it now. We'll take a couple steps in, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. So Lyle saves Alvarez there a little bit. That's out number 2. 400, baby. Yes, District Nation Dad. Completely right. 400. I know someone, I hope no one does, but someone's probably going to be annoying and try to unsub and then resub. But we have hit 400. 400 is on that screen, and it will be. Now the first pitch is low ball 1-2 Lofton, the second baseman in today's game. It'll be a 1-0 count. Lofton hitting .221. Nick Lofton, only 1 home run on the season, 18 ribbies. Here's the 1-0. Lofton's going to take a sinker in there, called strike 1. That evens up the count to 1-1. Thing is, Andrew Alvarez never has been a high prospect, though, as here comes the 1-1, and that's going to be in there, called strike 2. I don't think he was ever a top 100. I think he may have been a top 30 at one point for the Nats, but I don't think he was ever a top 30, or excuse me, top 100 in the league. Well, it looks like DJ Hers is in there in DC. Let's go. He's at the game. So we 1-2. I was talking about DJ Hers earlier today with my brother. So here comes the 1-2. Alvarez in the wind. The pitch to Lofton. Swinging a ground ball foul. When we 1-2 again, that was an 83-mile-an-hour curveball low and inside. So we'll do 1-2 again. 1-2, 2 outs here in the top of the second. No score. Nationals need to find a way to get on the board. In the bottom of the second, they'll have Abrams, Cruz, and Lyle up. 3 good hitters. Cruz just needs to find it through his average. He's found it with the pop. Here comes the 1-2. Swinging a line drive into left center. That's a base hit. Now Lyle will retrieve that. So another 2-out base knock to left center. This time it's for Nick Lofton. So now the Royals have 2 base hits off of Awesome Andrew so far. 2 2-out base knocks. So now there's a runner on first. There's 1 back in the first. Now 1 here in the second. Let's go. 401 subs. We just gained another. Now 99 away from the big 500. 500 we can start adding, I think, or now Carter Jensen will take a timeout here to take his time getting into the box. Looks like we still got a lot of votes on the poll, though. Few people have already voted, none of the above. So 2 outs here. Alvarez sets. First pitch to Jensen. That's going to be check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did, says home plate umpire Whitson. And it's an 0-1 count. I believe Whitson was on the crew for yesterday's game. Yeah, Whitson was the first base umpire for yesterday's game in the Sunday Night Baseball game. So he traveled from Boston to D.C. The 0-1 is going to be a curveball. Clips the top part of the zone, and it's an 0-2 count. It's 3-0-2. 0-2, 2 outs in the top of the second. Jensen at the plate. Another lefty to face Alvarez. A lefty. So it'll be 0-2 here. He sets. The 0-2. Outside ball 1 with a curveball. Tried to get him to swing at that one. Go to the outside curveball. See if he'll chase, but Jensen's disciplined enough to take it. Kansas City Royals wearing their road gray uniforms with blue trim. Kansas City written across. Nationals wearing their home whites. Red and blue trim with Nationals inscribed across. The 1-2. Alvarez will lob it over to check on the runner Lofton over at first. Garcia will tag him, but no dive from the base runner Lofton. 28 pitches for Alvarez now. Once again, when Alvarez is on the mound, the pitch count will be a little high. But he's using it very well. He's not using it for a bad reason. He uses every pitch he has. So he's shaken off Ruiz a couple times here. Now he's got the sign he likes, and he comes set. The 1-2, swinging a chopper. This is going to be first baseline, but foul. Looked like Alvarez almost balked on that one. He came set and then immediately went to the plate, but they're not going to call balk. I think they may be a little more lenient on the balk calls now with the pitch clock. They might be a little more lenient, not too lenient. So you 1-2 here with 2 outs in the top of the second. Alvarez steps back onto the rubber, waiting for his sign. He's got it, and he comes set. Hands held right around the Nationals logo on his uniform. The 1-2, swing and a miss at a slider low and outside. Way low and out. Jensen doesn't even have a chance to hit that one. Strikeout number 4, and awesome Andrew Alvarez is living up to his nickname because he's been awesome. And that is out number 3, and that will end the inning. Strikeout number 4 on the evening for Alvarez. 1 hit in the inning. 1 man left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the second. It is still the Royals nothing. The Nationals nothing. Yay, we hit 400. Does this mean we get cake? I don't think so. Maybe I'll have a cake after. Maybe just like a slice of cake or something. But not for the group. So it'll be Abrams, Cruz, and Lyle for the Nationals in the bottom of the second. Abrams, the shortstop. Oh, yeah, that reminds me, because CJ Abrams is coming up. Vote CJ Abrams and James Wood for All-Star. This is on screen. Take out your phones. You can vote 5 times in a day. If you've already voted today, you've only voted once, chances are. So maybe vote again if you want to. If you want to, vote a few times. We got to get Abrams to keep his first place spot and Wood to get out of the 7th place spot. We got ground to make up. Wood is in 7th right now. DC, DMV area, everyone, come together. We got to get Wood into the 3rd place spot at least because we're going to take top 3 for outfielders. Michael Harris II is above this man. Sure, he's been a little good. James Wood is at 20 home runs. He could have 50 home runs this year. He's not doing the home run derby this year. There's no reason for him to do the home run derby. He just hit 5 home runs by the All-Star break to be on pace for 50. That's amazing. Give him a chance. James Wood is going to be awesome this year. He's going to be like Andrew Alvarez and live up to the awesome nickname. Let them give you a chance. Let the dudes do what they want to do. James Wood and CJ Abrams are going to be all-stars. These 2 guys will be all-stars. So go vote and vote Abrams and Wood. I don't care who you vote on your AL ballot. I mean, vote Nick Kurtz. I feel like he's been pretty good. But NL is all that matters. Vote CJ Abrams. Vote James Wood. If you want to, throw Lyle on your thing too. Maybe throw Mead on there. Give Mead a chance too. But these 2 are the guys you have to vote. Go vote them now. Scan the QR code now. We're exiting the screen. So head to the bottom of the second. It'll be CJ Abrams to hit. First place in All-Star voting. So here comes the first pitch from Spence to CJ. CJ swing and a miss at a sweeper, and it's 0-1. That's a low-and-in sweeper. It's an 0-1 count. MLB.com/vote. If you don't want to scan the QR code, you can go to MLB.com/vote, and you can vote there. But either way, scan the QR code or go to MLB.com/vote. The 0-1 Abrams. Abrams swings and pops this one up to shallow right. Now takes a step back as Caglioni's under it. He sees it. He makes the catch for out number 1. So that's 4 batters retired in a row for Mitch Spence. So it looks like the AL leader for the AL has 890,575 votes. That's Bobby Witt. Leader for the shortstops in the NL is only 579,000. That's CJ. So it's a close race in the NL, but it is not a close race in the AL. Bobby deserves to be the starter in the AL, though. But he doesn't affect CJ. Good thing they're not in the same division. So it'll be Dylan Cruz here now. Spence into the line. First pitch to Big DC. Cruz swings and grounds this one. Shortstop Whit Fields comes up with it and fires to first in time for out number 2. So 2 quick outs now. And I'll bring up Dalen Lyle, the left fielder. Lyle's on the ballot, too, so maybe throw Lyle on your ballot if you have no one else to vote. What positions are those 2 players? Abrams is a shortstop. James Wood is an outfielder. So Abrams should be starting. Wood should be starting as well. PJ Pullen hasn't gotten any votes for best bullpen arm. So now Spence will go into the line. First pitch to Dalen Lyle. Lyle swings and grounds this one foul on an 80-mile-an-hour curveball. He's a day early on that one. It'll be an 0-1 count, The wild card standings, Padres are just a game ahead of the Nationals. So if the Nationals win tonight and the Padres lose, the Nationals are in the wild card. But once again, it is June. So anything can happen over the next 3 months, but Nationals are in the running, the 0-1. Lyle's going to take a cutter inside. That'll even up the count at 1-1. The Nationals find themselves in this position. They have never been in this position before. The NL has traditionally been a good league, and they've always had guys who are really, really good. The Nationals find themselves in this wild card position at 2 games over 5. So a lot of 500 teams. Here comes the 1-1 to Lyle. Lyle swings and grounds this one through the hole into right field. Second baseman Lofton decides not to lay out. That one's into right field for a 2-out base hit for Dalen Lyle. There goes the no-hitter for Lofton, and Dalen Lyle delivers with a 2-out single here in the bottom of the second. Low breaking ball that time. Had a side spin that time. Dalen Lyle sits back a little bit and just drives into right. He had saw 2 faster pitches there. This time he sits back in a 2-strike count, ropes that one into right. So Dalen Lyle's on first with 2 outs, and that'll bring up Jacob Young, forever Young, up to the plate. First pitch to JY. JY is going to take a sweeper outside. Ball 1 at 84 miles an hour. It'll be a 1-0 count. Spence at 24 pitches here in the second. Alvarez at a similar number. Andrew only goes 4 or 5 innings, though, even when he starts games. Here comes the 1-0 from Spence. Young swings and hits this one out to left, but coming in is the left fielder Collins. He's under it, and Collins will make the catch to retire the side, and that'll end the inning. So 1 hit in the inning on the Dalen Lau 2-out hit, but Jacob Young can't do anything with it. 1 hit in the inning, 1 man left on base, went to the third. It is still the Royals 0, the Nationals 0. So we'll head to the third. It'll be Collins, and then the top of the order, so Thomas and Bobby Dubs will hit for the Royals in the third. So we go, head to the top of the third. I'll leave this on screen for you. Go vote Abrams and Wood. So we'll keep this just on screen while I talk between. We're 2 innings in against one of the worst teams in the league, and the Nationals can't seem to get a run here on a pitcher that gave up a lot of runs in his last start. They usually... Maybe they're a little slow through their first time through the order, but the Nationals usually come around the second time and really start to put up runs. On their game on Sunday, the Nationals, the first time through the order, were 3 for 9 with a home run, a single, and a double. And then the second time through the order, they are 4 for 9. Or excuse me, they are 6 for 9 with an extra 2 fielders' choices. Only 1 guy was retired in that time. 1 guy was out. Everyone found their way on except for 1 man. So... let him come through a second time. They'll have Ruiz Nunez and then the top of the order. Nunez, by this point, if he is, there are 2 ways. He's either an automatic out or he's at third because he's going to steal second and third. There is no in between. So, but be sure, if you're waiting, MLB.com/vote or scan the QR code on the screen. Either way, you can go vote James Wood and CJ Abrams. Even if you're going to vote no one else, go vote those 2 fellas. And maybe vote the other Nationals while you're at it. You know, I don't know how many people can bring themselves to vote Nasim Nunez at second base, though. Sure, he's one of the best base stealers, but how many people are going to vote him for All-Stars? So we'll head to the top of the third. Collins will lead it off for the Royals, who made the put away back in the bottom of the second. So we'll head to the top of the third. Here we go, everybody. Thanks for tuning in today. Thanks for coming out. So we'll head top 3. We'll get underway here. First pitch from Awesome Andrews going to be inside, ball 1 to Collins, and it's a 1-0 count. So looks like a lot of the Royals players are wearing the gold belt for tonight's road game with their gray outfits. Alvarez quickly back into the windup here. Here's the 1-0. Collins swings and belts this one. Out to left, going back is Lyle, though, onto the track in front of the wall. Now he comes back in, and there's out number 1. So it looks like the wind knocked that one down a little bit. Whatever wind we do have tonight managed to just knock that one down, and that's out number 1. The flag seems to be blowing pretty heavily, but not too much wind. But that's out number 1 here in the top of the third. Flags are blowing, but that one's knocked down, obviously, by whatever wind we do have. So that'll bring up the top of the order, and Lane Train will come back up for the Royals. Here's the first pitch from Awesome Andrew to Lane Train, and he slaps this one out to center field. That's a base hit. So Jacob Young will pick that one out in center. Lane Thomas with a base hit here in the top of the third. 1-out knock for Lane Train on the first pitch from Awesome Andrew. So there's a runner at first here with 1 out. And that's Lane Train, who's always a threat to go. He has some good wheels. Went 20-20 with the Nats in 2023. Also, if you're playing Immaculate Grid ever, use Lane Thomas for the stat of 100-plus RBIs in a season. So Awesome Andrew now at 33 pitches as he comes set to face Bobby Witt. First pitch to Witt, and he pops this one up into shallow center, going out as Nunez, coming in as the center fielder Young, and it's going to be the center fielder Young to make the catch. Man, that was a disaster waiting to happen. It's out number 2. Just barely the Nationals able to just get there, make the play. Jacob Young comes screaming in to make the out. So that's 2 outs now. Sorry about Mookie Betts for shortstop, and Pa has Kyle Tucker and PCA for outfielders. Well, James Wood, I think, is better than all those, but that's your ballot. But I will be trying to convince you because there's more than one ballot you can do. Alvarez sets. First pitch to Jack Caglione. He swings and grounds this one up the middle. Actually, it dies. Alvarez fields it off the mound. Throws to first. In time. Picked out of the ground by Luis Garcia Jr. What a play by Awesome Andrew there. Coming off the mound. That would hit maybe 10 miles an hour. A dribbler up towards the mound. Alvarez has to come quickly off the mound, storm to it, and fire to first. And Garcia has to pick it out of the ground for out number 3. And that will end the inning. So in the inning, 1 hit in the inning comes from Lane Thomas and a man left on base. So we'll head to the bottom of the third. It is still the Royals nothing, the Nationals nothing, as we head to the bottom of the third inning. We'll stay right here now. Vote for All-Star Game starters. MLB.com/vote or scan the QR code. So we'll head to the bottom of the third. The Nationals having trouble here. One hit given up by Osamantru every inning, but it has never done anything. It has been one hit each inning, and all they've done is stay at first. So the first inning, it came from Jack Caglione, and the next hitter struck out. And then Lofton has a base hit, and then Jensen strikes out. And then Thomas has a hit, and then Witt flies out, and Caglione grounds out. Yes, you can do multiple ballots, up to 5 in a day. So vote the Nationals for one of your ballots. At least make one of your ballots Nationals. I can't convince you all of them. At least let me win one ballot. So we'll head to bottom 3, Ruiz, Nunez, and Wood. So Ruiz, Smoonez, and Wood. I'm disappointed we don't have another guy in the lineup that I like saying his name. Vivas. No Jorbit Vivas in the lineup today. Once again, you can't say his name normally. You have to say it with emphasis. The way you say the word emphasis is how the way you have to say Vivas' name. So let's see how Keibert Ruiz gets this inning going. He's been on a hot streak lately. He had a home run against the Mariners on that Sunday afternoon game. Sent it out to right center near the out-of-town scoreboard. So Keibert Ruiz, let's see if he can find something offensively here. Been doing well from the left side. Also got a hit off of Ferrer from the right side later in that game. First 68 games of his season last year. He only played 68 games last season, and he had 2 bombs in that time. 45 games so far this season, 6 bombs, 29 RBIs. So now it'll be Spence to face Keibert Ruiz. Spence into the wind. First pitch to Ruiz. Ruiz going to take a sinker inside, ball 1, and it's a 1-0 count. That one low that time at 93, and it'll be a 1-0 count. 809 OPS on that number for Ruiz. Nearing 300 with that average there at 282 as it'll be a 1-0 here. Here's the pitch. Ruiz swings and grounds this one to the second baseman, Lofton, who fields it. Now he'll fire it over to first in time to Salvador Perez, his first baseman, for out number 1. Ruiz just able to ground out this time. So that's out number 1, and that'll bring up Nasim Smoonez, or Nunez, as the common folk could call him. So it'll be Smoonez here with 1 out. Let's see if Smoonez knows that we have no challenges. I wonder if he even knows that. He might still try to use it. He'll be the idiot to try to have a challenge that we don't have. So Spence into the line. First pitch to Nunez. Nunez takes a cutter outside. That's called strike 1 on the outside corner. It'll be an 0-1 count. So 0-1 here with 1 out in the bottom of the third, still scoreless. To Nunez, who's hitting 201. Doesn't have a home run. Heck, he does not have a barrel yet this season. No, excuse me. Forgot to switch screens there. Here comes the 0-1 to Nunez. Nunez going to take a curveball in there, called strike 2. Forgot to switch screens. I apologize. I'll remember to do that in the future. I sincerely apologize. I didn't realize we didn't have it up. So it'll be 0-2 here to Nunez. Spence will go into his wind. The 0-2 to Nunez. High ball 1 with a cutter, and it'll be a 1-2 count. I wonder where Nunez stands. I know Nationals TV will never show it. I wonder where Nunez stands in strikeout leaders in the league. He's got to be pretty high because he strikes out a good amount, but he finds his way on. 201 average, but he steals a lot of bases too. So when he gets on, he swipes the bag. The 1-2. Nunez check swing. Did he go? No, says third base umpire Fairchild. That'll make it a 2-2 count. Just no on that swing. So it'll be 2-2 with 1 out. 31 pitches for Spence. The Nationals need to find a way to get to him here. So it'll be 2-2. Spence. Now we'll go into the wind. 2-2 to Smoonez. Here's the pitch. Nunez swings and bloops this one out to left field. That's going to troop in for a base hit. Out in left field. Witt will have to chase it. Left fielder will grab it. Nunez going to stop it first with a single here, but Nasim Nunez delivers with a little bloop single here to left field. He got jammed on that one. Just kind of bloops it out to left field for a hit. Bobby Witt, Michael Garcia, and Collins all came running over, and it drops in between them for a knock. So Smoonez finds his way on smoothly. So runner at first here, and a very fast runner on the base path. So let's see if he gets in a motion here. Coming set is Spence now. He works out of the set. First pitch to Wood. Wood's going to take a sinker in there, called strike 1. Wood hacked at the first pitch in this game, but sent it foul down the right field line. Just barely foul. If he waited just a tad bit, probably could have had it out of here. So it'll be 0-1 here with 1 out. Now a throw over. Nunez back in with a dive. Back in safely. No tag even there from Perez. So it'll be 0-1 here with 1 out. Spence looks for his sign on the pitch com. He's got it, and he comes set at the belt. He waits. He now goes back over to first. Is Nunez out? He is safe. Oof, that one was close. Perez kind of grits his teeth as he fires it back to the pitcher. But now Nunez is free to go. That's two disengagements by Mitch Spence. So Nunez is free to go. So Nunez is going to get a nice lead here. Good lead here on 0-1. He does not go the pitch. Swinging a line drive down the right field line. That is fair. Right fielder Caglianone's going to cut it off. Nunez around second. He's going to head to third. Wood's going to be into second with a stand-up double. Second baseman Lofton cuts off the throw, but James Wood here with a 1-out double and sends Nunez to third. And now the Nationals have 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. James Wood delivers with a knock to right. Wasn't it too hard, but Wood and Nunez can run pretty well. So Wood had to hustle around second, but that throw was cut off by the second baseman, Nick Lofton. It could have gone through to Bobby Witt, but Wood into second safely. So now the Nationals threatening to score here, and that'll bring up Louis. Coming set, Spence. Here's the pitch to Luis Garcia Jr. He's going to take a ball in the dirt. Ball 1, gets away from the catcher, but Nunez is going to stay at third. Good play by Jensen, getting to the ball quickly there on a pitch that got away from him. He gets to recover it quickly, and it'll be a 1-0 here with a 1 out. Woof. Almost a run there on a pitch that ran inside. Got away from the catcher. Nunez didn't have enough time to come home, though. He started home just a few steps, but does not go the entire way. They're lucky. Nothing worse happened there. So it'll be 1-0 here with 1 out. Here's the pitch to Louis. Luis Garcia Jr. is going to pop this one up. On the infield, into foul ground goes Perez. Salvador Perez will make the catch in foul territory for out number 2. So the Nationals are now on 2 outs with runners on second and third. They'll need a base hit to drive in the runner now. And it will be Curtis Mead to try to do it here with 2 outs. Curtis Mead up to the plate. Mead, .233 average with 10 home runs, 29 RBIs, already in the double digits. On pace for over 20 home runs then if he keeps playing the same amount of games he does. Maybe even Vivas gets sent down and he becomes an everyday player. Spence sets. First pitch to Curtis Mead. Mead's going to take a sinker outside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. A 1-0 here with 2 outs. Spence at 37 pitches. This has been a longer inning now. 4 batters to the plate. Spence sets. Here comes the 1-0 to Curtis Mead. Mead swing and a miss. And a sweeper outside evens up the count. Got him to chase that sweeper that ran low and outside. So it'll be a 1-1 count here. Trying to get the runs in. You got a fast runner over at third in Nunez, so he can score on a wild pitch. And you got Wood over at second who can run as well. The pitch to Mead. Mead swings and hits this to center field off the glove of the second baseman Lofton. This one will be into center. Nunez scores. Wood around third. He's in to score. Mitch Spence will cut off the throw. And it's now the Nationals 2, the Royals nothing. Curtis Mead delivers with the RBI single to center field off the glove of Nick Lofton, who leaped for it and can't make the catch. Curtis Mead delivers, and now the Nationals get 2. Wood scores all the way from second, Nunez from third, and it's the Nationals 2 and the Royals nothing here in the bottom of the third. So now to be CJ here with 2 outs. Spence sets. First pitch to CJ. Swinging a ground ball. This is going to be to the second baseman. Lofton flips it up to the shortstop Witt in time for the fielder's choice. So fielder's choice 4-6 ends the inning. But Curtis Mead delivers with a 2 RBI single. It's now the Nationals 2, Royals nothing. N-A-T-S. Nats, Nats, Nats. Woo! N-A-T-S. Nats, Nats, Nats. Woo! 2 runs in the inning for the Nationals, and we'll head to the 4th. They get 2 runs on the board, too. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left on base in Abrams, who was running to first. Or do they count that as a man left on? I think they do. So, 1 man left on base. We are through 3, ladies and gentlemen, and the Nationals have a 2-0 lead. The Nationals take it 2-0. We'll head to the 4th. Nationals have a 2-0 lead. It'll be Michael Garcia, Starling Marte, and Salvador Perez for the Royals. Maybe those were known names about 10 years ago, except for the change of Michael Garcia. He's come along lately. He could be an all-star possibly later in his career. I think later in his career we could see him as an all-star. Speaking of all-stars, don't forget to vote. Right here, everybody. QR code is up on the screen. CJ Abrams and James Wood. Abrams is a shortstop. Wood is an outfielder. Go vote for them now. I won't talk about it, but I'll leave it up on screen for anyone who wants to scan the code. So head to the fourth. Nationals now take a 2-0 lead. Hopefully they can hold it. Let's see if Awesome Andrew will go to work. Let's go Nats. Come on, boys. If I had the sound effects up, I'd play one of them right now. But I don't have them on this screen. Just a reminder, in a break, I'll be showing an infomercial, though, for information on the All-Star game. So, Garcia, Marte, and Perez for the Royals. Let's see if Awesome Andrew, who has to face some guys who are opposite side of him, see if he can get him out. I believe this is just 3 righties in a row. 0 for 1, Garcia on a strikeout, Marte on a strikeout, and Perez flew out to deep left. Those are the lines so far for these players. Top 4 we go. Alvarez will now go into the line. First pitch to Michael Garcia is going to be a curveball at 79 miles an hour that stays up. It's no one to count. Let's go in the zone.
Hey, oh, let's go. Hey, oh, let's go.
Alvarez is 0-1 in there. Called strike 2 with a sinker at 92 miles an hour. Alvarez is going to stay in the zone here. Stay right where he is, so it's 0-2 here. Alvarez at 37 pitches. Looking a little bit better with the pitch count now. Here in the 4th. Into the wind, the 0-2 to Garcia. Oof, that curveball stayed up and it went a little bit outside. Alvarez wanted Garcia to chase that one, but he just lays off it, so it'll be a 1-2 count. Here in the top of the 4th, Nationals now have a 2-0 lead. So you have 1-2 Alvarez. Looking in for his sign. Now going to the wind. Slow wind up here. Takes a breath in between the wind up. The 1-2. Swing a ground ball. Abrams fields cleanly. Almost bobbles it, but then fires it to first. That one thrown hard over to first in time for out number 1. I thought Abrams bobbled that one for a moment, the way he reacted, but he didn't. So he made the play for out number 1. Abrams, or he did, maybe it just kind of dropped. He missed it at first, but it fires it to first. Or he had a problem in his glove getting the ball. So that's out number 1, and that'll bring up Starlin Marte, the DH in today's game. Former Pirate. Maybe that's the team people remember him with. Alvarez into the wind. First pitch to Marte is going to be swung on, chopped off of Alvarez, and that's going to be a base hit. Abrams recovers, but he can't make it. Alvarez, that was a chopper right back to him, and it goes off his glove. That's never fun, especially for a pitcher when it happens. Goes off of him. He tried to make the play. So Marte slaps it back to him, and it goes off of Alvarez's glove, and he falls down in the process. Abrams tried to recover and barehand fire it to first, but Marte was kind of hustling up the line, so Abrams can't make the play. Let's see if they give him a hit here, or if they give him an error. I'll check the official scoring rule, because it went off of Alvarez's glove. Robert Murray's here saying, nice stream. Thanks for tuning in, Robert, and thanks for the kind words. First pitch to Perez is in there, called strike 1 with a curveball, and it's an 0-1 count. Just gets in the zone. So we're going to give him a single off of Alvarez. We're at 402 subs. Let's go. That was Robert who just subscribed, I think. Here comes the 0-1. Perez swings and grounds this one, but that one is foul down the third base line to Meade, so it'll be 0-2. 1 out here with a runner at first. The runner is Marte. You can tell by the body here that Perez is way out of his heyday. Just looking at him here, he is way out of his heyday. This is no longer the days we remember of old Salvador Perez. He can still hit the ball a ton, but not for the average he usually does. He's in the 6 hole today, so coming sets Alvarez. The 0-2 coming to Perez. He waits now the pitch. Check swing, did he go? Yes, says first base umpire Walsh. Salvador Perez goes down swinging on the check swing on a breaking ball low. Let's go. Strikeout number 5 for Awesome Andrew, and that's out number 2 here in the top of the 4th on a strikeout. Feel free to ad-lib those sound effects. Woot, woot, yes. What's up, PNW Maria? Thanks for tuning in. So coming set now is Alvarez. First pitch to Lofton. That's inside and low ball. One with a sinker, and it's a 1-0 count. 92 miles an hour. Betts. That's your opinion? I mean, this dude another guy in here voted Betts for All-Stars, and I did not. I voted Abrams on all my ballots so far. I want Abrams to be an All-Star. Alvarez looking for his sign. He comes set. Here comes the 1-0. just low ball to the sinker, and it's a 2-0 count here with 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Let's go. Awesome. Find the zone here, Awesome Andrew Alvarez. Just got to find your way into the zone. Coming sets, Awesome Andrew. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball foul on a slider, and it's 2-1. Well, yeah. You got to vote the Nats for your All-Stars. I'm going to put a screen up telling you to, so follow the screen. Well, it looks like Mike Plodger is hosting the All-Star Game Home Run Derby. He's the Nationals Park host, in-game host. He's going to be hosting the All-Star Game and Home Run Derby. Let's go. I love Mike Plodger. Coming sets, awesome. Here's the 2-1. Swinging a ground ball foul on a fastball at 93 inside, and it'll be 2-2. Lofton falls down to a knee, kind of itching himself. Let's go. 4-0-2. Just the 400s looks better. So it'll be 2-2 here with 2 outs. I like this Nationals jersey because it brought back the red curly W hat. That hat was brought back with these uniforms. So it'll be 2-2, 2 outs. I didn't like the old ones. I like that we're going closer to the Nats curly W again. We were moving away from it for a little while, but now we're back. This is our logo. We're the Nationals. That's our logo. It's this logo. So it'll be 2-2 here. Alvarez comes set. No Mariners to the game today. Let's go. Go Nats. So now Andrew Alvarez will throw over to Marte. Just a lob over. Just to check on him. Let's go. You're rooting for the Nats now. Let's go. It was fun covering the Mariners-Nats series, though. The Nats do get the series, though. They take Saturday and Sunday's game as Alvarez comes set. He has 2-2 on Lofton. Here comes the pitch. Down low, ball 3 with a curveball, and it's ball 3. So that one's taken. But now Awesome has a 3-2 count on the man Lofton. On deck is Jensen, the catcher. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Lofton here's 1 for 1 with 1 of 3 hits in the game, or 4 hits now because Marte had that slap back to Awesome Andrew that he somehow gets a hit out of. Coming set is Awesome. It'll be a 3-2 pitch here. Marte will be on the move. 3-2, 2 outs. The pitch. Ball 4. Just missed with the curveball outside. Alvarez just can't hit the call. It looks like it was touching on the replay, but there you go. So now Lofton's on for the second time. First time on a hit, this time on a walk. So that puts runners at first and second with 2 outs. Runner in scoring position for the first time in this game for the Royals. Awesome's been doing pretty well against him in that category. Hasn't let him get to second. So now it'll be Carter Jensen, who's hitting .219 with 8 home runs. Now Ruiz will take a timeout and go visit his pitcher, Awesome. Or he's just getting a new pitch comm here. Or now he will visit. He needed a pitch comm, and then he goes and visits, I think. So these two will have a chat for a second, make sure Awesome's doing okay. He's at 49 pitches in the game. How long will he go? I think as a long man from AAA Rochester who isn't used to throwing too long, I think he should be able to get us 5 or 6. Maybe work into the 6th, and we'll bring it to Disney during that time. We'll throw it over to Disney during that inning. Doolittle and Simon Matthews having some good conversation, though. Sean Doolittle, pitching coach for the Nationals, not the official one. He's a pitching strategist is his role. Now, Doolittle will make the call to the pen here. He's going to make a call to the phone, but I don't think we're going to get someone warmed up yet as Alvarez sets. First pitch to Jensen. It's going to be a curveball, stays up, ball 1 at 81. Almost got the call there. Alvarez just missed another one. That one was touching the zone. So if we were all ABS, that would have been a strike. So it'd be 1-0 here with 2 outs. Looking at the poll here, looks like Brad Lord is still winning the poll. Let's go. And someone finally voted P.J. Pullen. Giving Pullen a little love. Let's go. 1-0, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Alvarez comes set. He waits. Now the 1-0 to Jensen is outside. Ball 2 with a sinker, and it's a 2-0 count. So Alvarez can't get any call here. Both of those probably should have been a strike. And here we go. The guy, it seems everyone in this chat wants to come into the game. Brad Lord is now getting loose for the Nationals. Alvarez may be done after 4 innings as he comes set. Here's the pitch. Swing a ground ball foul, and we'll do 2-1. That chopped first base side. So we'll do 2-1 now with 2 outs. Nationals will have Cruz up in the bottom of the 4th. Who's in the Nationals bullpen? We got Brad Lord up in the pen right now warming up. We got some other arms I can go through. Here's the 2-1. That's low ball 3. We have Paxton Schultz, a meh righty. P.J. Pullen, a guy who's an opener usually for about an inning. And then, so who else could I do? We got Pullen. Richard Lovelady, another lefty. Brad Lord, of course. Warming up right now. This would be a 3-1 here from Andrew. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball. Second baseman Nunez is off his glove into center field. Marte's going to score. Nunez fires it in, and it's 2-1. Nasim Nunez makes an error, and it's 2-1. Wow. Carter Jensen, they're going to give that a reached on air, hopefully. But, wow. That one hit out towards Nunez, and he can't make the play. He can't come up with it cleanly. Hit out towards second. That should have been out number 3, but that's out towards right center, and there's a run. So there you go. That one hit out off of Nunez's glove, and now it's a 2-1 game. Nunez went for the backhand and misses it. So another error by Nasim Nunez. So Jensen's on base. I believe they're going to give him an error, so that should be an unearned run, correct? I believe that's an unearned run. Official score ruling pending. They're going to say he reached on an E, so E4 at least. So now Awesome Andrew will work. Someone needs to tell Awesome Andrew that is not his fault. That was a 2-out error. So none of the runs here are earned. It's a 2-1 game. None of these runs are earned to Awesome. Ah, that one's earned. So now the runs after this are not earned. So Lofton up to second on the play. Or Lofton's up to third after his walk. Jensen on first, and Marte scores. Sets to reached on air. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there. Called strike one with a curveball, and it's an 0-1 count. It's 2-1 now. Royals get a run on the board. I want to check here. Does he get an RBI? He reached on the air. Jensen does get credit for an RBI because he reached on the air, but he did score the run otherwise. Does he score on the run, though? So here comes the 0-1. Swinging a grounder foul on 0-2 now on an 80-mile-an-hour curveball. Grew up in Maryland, so soft spot for Commanders and Nats. So that's awesome. And VA here, 20 miles from D.C. What about Michael? I see him in both of them before. Oh, the bullpen. A Michael. Who's a Michael? I mean, we have Orlando Rabalta. High NVA. Michael Alex. Michael, isn't he in the bullpen as well? He is not. Not for us. Let's go. Here's the 0-2. Just outside, ball 1. That curveball was called just outside. Wow. Thought that was in the zone, but they're calling a 1-2. What's up, Dr. DeLay? Dr. DeLay's in the house, like number Charlie Badge. Congrats on 400 subs. Thank you, Doc. So it'll be 1-2 here. Alvarez should have had that call now. So it'll be 1-2, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Senior ground ball. Play made by Meade. He'll go to first in time for the out. What a play by Curtis Meade. On a ground ball down the line, he covers a lot of ground there and fires it to first in time. So Meade makes a play on a ball down the line, and he fired it to first in time. So now is that an earned run? Alvarez gets an earned run, so he gives up 1 run over his first 4 innings. That gives up 1 hit in the inning, an error by Nasim Nunez, and 2 runners left on base, 1 left at third. We're going to head to the bottom of the 4th. It's now the Nationals 2, Royals 1. Bottom of the 4th we go. 1 run in the inning. Is Virginia still for lovers? So head to the bottom of the 4th. Just remember, everybody, go vote Abrams and Wood right now. Go to All-Star Game. You can go to MLB.com/vote, or you can go to the QR code. Get your phone out, scan the QR code. Vote Abrams and Wood right now, everybody. Go vote them right now, because I know most people are just here hanging out. Maybe you're doing some work, but you can take a break. Take out your phone. You've earned it. Go and vote Abrams and Wood. For whatever you're doing, you deserve a break. Go vote Abrams and Wood. Yes, let's go. So go vote him now. I know you guys have time. Let's go. We got so many people in the chat right now. 16 likes. Let's go. We got plenty of people in the chat. Let's go. We have so many views already. We're over 300 views. 16 likes. Everybody like it up. Sub it up, everybody. Oh, Michaelis. That's Michaelis. Yeah. That is Miles Michaelis. Miles Michaelis out of the pen, used to pitch for the Cardinals. He came out of the pen, really. He was a long man. We used Pullen for about an inning. So we used Pullen for an inning yesterday, and then Michaelis goes 7. He's a starter, but we use an opener when we pitch him. So that's Miles Michaelis you're thinking of. Sorry, it took me a minute to understand who that was. Yep, that was Michaelis. Oh, that's awesome. Just inside the Beltway. So you're familiar with the Beltway series. Here we go. Bottom of the 4th, it'll be Dylan Cruz here to hit. He's 0 for 1. Spence will work the start of the 4th here as he goes into the line. First pitch to DC Cruz. Cruz going to take a sweeper inside, ball 1, and it's a 1-0 count. I was really hoping that was not called a strike, and I was correct. Then they're obviously favoring the Royals. I feel like the umpires are favoring them by that point. So we 1-0 here with no outs. Spence into the wind. Here's the pitch to Cruz. Cruz swing and a miss at a cutter, and that evens up the count to 1-1. Keep the love flowing. Let's go. Do that. So it'll be 1-1 here with no outs. Spence looking in for a sign. He's got it, and he goes into the wind. The 1-1. Cruz swings and grounds this one fouled on the third base line. It'll be a 1-2 count on that 91-mile-an-hour cutter. So it'll be 1-2 here. Cruz has been making some web gems lately. He obviously has been. They're showing him the center field catch where he made a catch off the wall, and then off the wall in right, he made a great catch. So Dylan Cruz been playing relatively. So he's going to wear the stirrups again tonight. So it looks like he's going to stick with the stirrup pants for a little while. As will be a 1-2 here. Spence into the line. The pitch to Dylan Cruz. Cruz swings and pops this one up on the infield. Under it's the second baseman, Lofton. Lofton's calling for it on the dirt, and it is out number 1 here in the bottom of the fourth. So that's out number 1, bottom 4. And now bring up Dalen Lau. He's 1 for 1 with a single back in the second inning. They couldn't get any runs going in the second, though. They got him in the first. They got a couple hits, or 3 hits. He got Meade with that 2-out single. Curtis Meade figured it out. Sam's here saying, District, what's up? What's up, Sam? Hope you're having a good day. Thanks for tuning in, man. Now to be Dalen Lyle. Lyle's going to take a sweeper in there, called strike 1, and it's an 0-1 count. 404 subs. Let's go. K. Karts is here saying, is Washington about to score another? I hope. I really hope. We got Lyle up to bat with 1 out. I hope that can turn into another run. Let's go. You got Sam in here hanging out. My bad. Sorry you spelled his name wrong. Oh, you're completely fine. You're completely fine, my man. Just took me a minute to figure out who it was. So it'll be an 0-1 here. Here's the pitch to Lyle. Lyle called. Strike 2 on a cutter, and it's an 0-2 count. So 0-2 here with a 1 out. 46 pitches for Spence in the game so far. Let's see if Awesome even goes out for a 5th inning. Will they let him sniff a 3rd time for the hitters through the order? Will they even let him touch that? So it'll be 0-2 here with 1 out. Into the wind. The 0-2. Lyle swings and hits this one to third. Nice play by Michael Garcia. Now he fires to first in time for the out. What a play there by Michael Garcia. Had to go down to a knee to grab it, and then he fires it to first in time for out number 2. What a play there. We're at 404 subs. Let's go. Maybe we can think about 410 today. Michael Garcia back down to the ground and then fires it over to first. So that is out number 2, and that'll bring up Jacob Young. He's 0 for 1 with a flyout on the day. Spence into the wind. First pitch to JY. JY is going to take a cutter in there, called strike 1, and it's an 0-1 count. It's like Michael Garcia may be groaning a little bit, but he seems okay. 0-1, 2 outs. Spence. Now we'll go into the wind. Here comes the 0-1 to JY. Swinging a ground ball. Third baseman Garcia with another great play, sprawling on the ground. Throws out Young. Once again, what a play by Michael Garcia. He has to back down to the ground by a hard ground ball, spins around on the ground, gets up, fires to first in time, and Mitch Spence works a 1-2-3 inning. We are through 4, ladies and gentlemen. We will head to the top of the 5th. The Nationals have a 2-1 lead over the Royals as we head to the top of the 5th. We'll check up on some other scores around the league because this is not the only game going on right now. But as we do it, scan the QR code, go vote Nats. Vote the Nationals for All-Stars right now. Help out the team just a little bit. Help them cement themselves. It's like the Phillies have a 3-0 lead over the Marlins in Philadelphia. Mets beating the Reds 4-0. But it looks like also the Reds have the bases loaded with 1 out. Maybe they can capitalize. Padres and Cardinals just getting underway in the top of the 1st. And then Twins-Rangers about to get underway. Same with the Rockies and Cubs. Same Tigers-Astros. At 9:40 p.m., it's going to be Pirates and Athletics. At 9:40 as well, Angels D-backs. And at 10:10, Rays Dodgers. So those are all the games going on today. We head to the top of the 5th. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I hope everyone's having a great day. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Help out the channel by voting it up. Vote it up. Do everything you need. So here we go. It'll be Now, Thomas, Witt Jr., and Caglione for the Royals in the fifth. They'll have the top of the order up. Top of the order only has 2 hits through those first 3 guys, though. Lane Thomas, though, 1 for 2 on the day. He has a ground out. Witt struck out and flew out, and then Caglione had a hit and a ground out. So those are everything going on. Oh, sorry, had some messages, missed some messages there. Here's the pitch. Or, excuse me, this is not the pitch. They're throwing a replay. Sit on a Rich, you'll be better in no time. I really don't understand baseball at all. I'm just confused. I hope Washington wins. Let's go. That is the mindset to have, Dr. Lee still. I do not know if DeLay's still here. So now to Brad Lord here in the fifth. First pitch to Lane Thomas is in there. Called strike 1. Clips the low part of the zone. We need more likes. 54 watching. Listening whilst I work on prep. Let's go, Dr. DeLay. Thanks for tuning in. 21 games for Lord. A 4-0 record. 5-hole to that 2.20 ERA. Now that slider's going to run inside. Ball 1. Lord, according to the poll, is our best reliever, apparently, according to you guys. 4 innings worked by Alvarez. He gave up 4 hits, though. So Lord will go into the wind. Here is the 1-1 to Thomas. Thomas takes a fastball on the outside corner. It's a 1-2 count. Ends up getting 5 strikeouts, though. So good job by Awesome Andrew and only 1 walk. It's only 1 free pass given up. Here comes the 1-2. Outside ball 2. Boy, the Royals have had some great defense today. Oh, yeah. That is something they have had today. The Royals are one of the best defending teams in the league with Michael Garcia and Bobby Witt on the left side of the infield. The 2-2, swinging a hit out towards second, but Nassy Nunez is there to get the little blooper for out number 1. Just a little bloop line out there to start the top of the 5th. Lane Thomas lines out. I personally am going to the game tomorrow, so I'm going to be giving Lane Thomas a standing ovation. I don't know about anybody else, but wherever he is in the lineup, he's getting a standing ovation from me. So now that'll bring up Bobby Witt. Food prep. So now Lord will go into the wind here. First pitch to Bobby Witt. Now it's a righty-righty matchup, and that's low ball 1. The thing is, now Alvarez, being a lefty, they stacked righties against him. But now you got a righty against a righty-heavy order, and Brad Lord, who is a good righty against righty hitters. Former converted starter, so he can go long in a game. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be outside ball 2 with a fastball at 93 miles. It'll be a 2-0 count. I'll be there as well, and we'll do the same. Yes, we got to give him a standing ovation, Mr. C. Got to give him the love he deserves. The 2-0. Witt's going to take a fastball high and out, ball 3. We got to give him some love. Got to give Lane Thomas some love. So it'll be 3-0 here to Bobby Witt. Walking Witt isn't the worst thing, especially when he's still quiet, because he will get going. The 3-0 is going to be inside, ball 4 with a sinker, and that's a 4-pitch walk to Bobby Witt. So runners on first now for Jack Caglione. I think the Mets going to lose because the bases are still loaded. The Mets are down 5-0 with the bases still loaded. Wow. 5-0 now, so they're getting runs on the board. Well, you got to prep the lineup graphics. The lineup graphics are so much fun. I added my own recently, adding a starting lineup screen. It's really cool. So now Brad Lord here with 1 out. Come set. Now he'll step off here. Bobby Witt is the threat to go. Bobby Witt is fast. He covers a lot of ground at short, and he covers a lot of ground on the base paths. So he's a speedy fella. So now Witt will take his lead away from first. Lord sets. First pitch to Caglione on the way. 1 lefty in this order. The pitch, and he swings and fouls this one off on a 93-mile-an-hour fastball, and it'll be an 0-1 count. Would Thomas be playing every day for the Nats were he still here? Good question. I think yes, because they'd want the veteran experience. Because think about it here. We don't have a veteran on the field right now, really, as Lord comes set. Here comes the 0-1. He's going to throw a fastball in there called strike 2. I mean, Garcia at first, decently a veteran. Nunez at second, young. Shortstop, Abrams, young. Curtis Mead, young. Left field, Lyle, young. Center field, young. Right field, Wood/Cruz, young. We don't have veteran leadership. I think having a veteran in the outfield would be helpful. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a line drive down the right field line. That's fair. That's going to get into the corner. Cruz will chase after it. Witt motoring around second, headed for third. Cruz firing in. Witt's going to stop at third. They get it in quickly. Cruz fired that into his cutoff Nunez really quickly. But Jack Caglione has a one-out double here in the top of the 5th. So now there's runners at second and third here with a one-out. Jack Caglione lined that one down the right field line. But good job by Dylan Cruz on getting that one in quickly. And now there's runners at second and third with one out instead of it being a tie game and a runner at second. And now you just got to focus on getting him out anyway. This hitter right here to make it 2 outs. Witt was motoring, thinking scoring there, but he stops in the end. So now it'll be Michael Garcia here with one out. First pitch to Garcia. He's in there, called strike one with a sinker, and it's an 0-1 count. Was a double down the line, moves Witt up to third. Coming set is Lord. He'll have to work out of the set position here. Here comes the 0-1 coming. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball one. Almost got Garcia. He loses his bat after he gets out of the box there. He runs out of the box and loses his bat. So runners at second and third for him here with one out and a 1-1 count. District, I'm going to come back a while to stop by PS and JJ for a few minutes. That's completely fine. Thanks for tuning in, Sam. So wait, is Kansas City about to score? I don't know. Here comes the pitch to Garcia, swinging a foul off, and it's 1-2 on that sinker. Now to go to the breaking ball outside. You got to get a swing and a miss or a fly out here to shallow. You can't get a deep fly ball here. This game is tied. It's going to be 1-2 here. Lord's going to have to work out a tough situation here, but oh, Lord, he's a good pitcher. We always make those jokes. Who's batting right now? Michael Garcia up to the plate. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a ground ball. This is going to be through the hole in right field. Neither infielder gets it. Rounding third, headed for home. Cruz will just fire it in, and the Royals have the lead here in the top of the 5th. So Michael Garcia has a base hit to right field, and now that's 2 RBIs, and the Royals take the lead. Witt scores from third, Caglione from second, and they have the lead here in the top of the 5th. Well, another story of the Nationals bullpen. Brad Lord was our reliable guy here, and he just gives up that hit through the hole. Get a walk, a double, and a single. Now it's a 3-2 game, and there's a runner at first with a one out for the Royals. A double play ball here would be nice, though. Here's the pitch from Lord. Swing a ground ball up the middle. Nunez will take it to the bag. Step on the bag, fire to first. In time for the out. A double play. Brad Lord gets out of it. He gives up 2 runs in the inning, though. A 4-3 double play. Nasim Nunez grabbed it up the middle, touched the bag, and fired it to first for the double play. So that'll end the inning. The Royals get 2 more runs on the board. They now have the lead with 2 hits and no runners left on base. It's now 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. We're going to take a quick moment. Come on, Nats, get them out. Well, they gave up runs, but they did get them down. The Mets are down 9-0. Wow. Bro, who are you rooting for? I'm rooting for the Nats. Got the Nationals gear on, Nats jersey. Than the Nats hat, so I'm rooting for the Nats. We're going to take a quick moment here. Listen to the ad, listen to the infomercial. Vote James Wood and Abrams. You'll learn more in a second. We'll be back in just a moment. Hey everybody, District Nation here. I hope you're all doing well. We need to help out our friend James Wood. James Wood is 7th in All-Star voting right now. Please help out James Wood. He, objectively and subjectively, is one of the best outfielders in the league, and there's only one way to help right now of our friend. We need to go scan that QR code and vote James Wood for All-Star Game starter right now. It is the right thing to do. It is the right choice to make, and it's easy, it's free. All you need is an email, and that's all you need. Vote CJ Abrams as well. Abrams is in first in the All-Star Game polls right now. Be sure to vote CJ Abrams and James Wood for All-Star starter for the 2026 All-Star Game. Go vote right now. Scan that QR code. Vote as many times as you can. It's 5 times a day. Vote all 5 times right now and help out our friends on the Nationals, CJ Abrams and James Wood, because they need your help to become All-Star starters for this season and cement themselves as some of the best players in the league. Hey, everybody. All right, there's the infomercial there. Just telling you to vote Wood and Abrams for All-Star starter. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. We're going to get Ruiz, Nunez, and Wood for the Nationals. You're going to see one of the guys as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Nationals trailing 3-2 now. Lord lets it up 2 in the 5th. Let's see if we can get some runs on the board, though. Help him out. So head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll be Cabert to lead it off for the Nationals. Cabert, first pitch from Spence, and he swings and fouls off that inside pitch. When is Washington going to bat? They're going to bat right now. Washington is hitting right now. Bottom of the fifth. 50 pitches for Spence now as he's looking for a sign on the pitch column. He now will go into the wind. Here comes the 0-1 to Ruiz. Ruiz swings and grounds this one into center field. That's a base hit. That one hit to the right side of second base, so into center field. Thomas will pick it up, but Keibert Ruiz has a base hit here to start the bottom of the fifth. Hit to right center on the ground, so Bobby Witt can't make a diving play. So now one out for Nasim Nunez to hit. On deck is James Wood, future All-Star. But let's see if Nunez can find a way on. He's 1 for 1 on the day. Nunez, kind of surprising lately. He's had some hits in the last few games. Not a power guy, but he gets hits. And that's important. He's just got to get the knocks. So now to be Spence sets. It'll be Nunez who's 1 for 1 the pitch. Nunez going to take a cutter inside, ball 1. Nunez has a really small strike zone, too, because he's a tiny little dude. So it'll be 1-0 here, bottom of the fifth. Nunez is 1 for 1. Coming set is Spence. Here comes the 1-0. Nunez swings and hits this one off his foot. Oof, he fouls that one off his foot. So that evens up the count to 1-1. Oof, that one must have hurt. 1-1 here. That one's off his foot. Let's hope he's okay. On deck is James Wood, though, the big slugger. Go to MLB.com/vote now. Vote James Wood right now. All 5 of your votes, vote Wood. 205 average for Nunez now. It's gone up lately. Let's go. Here comes the 1-1 to Nunez, who's over 200 now, the pitch. And Nunez takes a changeup outside, and it'll be a 2-1 count. So 2-1 here. So now Brad Lord still holds first place at 39%, because we do have 4 different things. 36% say none of them. Wow. So coming set is Spence. Here comes the 2-1 to Nunez. Nunez swings and grounds this one through the hole in right field. Now Ruiz wibbled around second, try for third. Right fielder Caglione up with it. He fires it, cut off by the shortstop, Bobby Witt. Nasim Nunez with a 2-hit game now. He delivers with another base hit. Sends Ruiz all the way to third, and now there's runners at the corners with no one out. And up to the plate is big James Wood. Now Wood can try to get something going here. So there you go. Ruiz was motoring around third, chugging like a train there, just trying to get over there. So runners on the corners now, and that'll bring up James Wood here. Spence will have to work out of the set position here with a fast runner at first, too. First pitch to James Wood. Wood's going to take a ball in the dirt. Nunez, no movement so far. So 1-0 here. Nunez can take second right now. Just take it. They're not going to throw it over. Wood's 1 for 2 on the day, has a strikeout and a double. No RBIs, though. The RBIs stole 2 RBIs from Curtis Mead. Nunez with a good lead out there. Comes the 1-0. Now we'll go back over to first. Back in safely is Nunez. So there's the first disengagement by the pitcher Spence. He's had trouble when Nunez is over there. He gets nervous. It's going to be 1-0 here. Coming set is Mitch Spence. He waits. Now Nunez with an even bigger lead now. Here comes the 1-0. He's not on the move. The pitch is high and outside, ball 2, the cutter, and it's a 2-0 count. Up in the bullpen now is Mason Black for the Royals, a righty arm. He's warming up, so it'll be a 2-0 here. These Artissi's better. We'll use a second baseman. So if he's a second baseman, he's not going to get in the way of Abrams being an all-star. Spence looking for a sign. Now he steps off. He wants him again. He needed, I think the pitch clock was falling that time, so he needed some time. So it'll be 2-0 here. See if the Nats can try to get something going here. Coming set is Spence. The 2-0 to Wood. Wood's going to take a curveball outside. Ball 3 at 78 miles an hour. And it's a 3-0 count. Runners at the corners here with no outs. On deck is Luis Garcia Jr. Luis been good with runners in scoring position lately. Of late, at least. So coming set is Spence. The 3-0 coming to Wood. No reason he doesn't have the green light, though. Unless it's a sinker down low for ball 4, which it is. So now the bases are loaded for Luis Garcia Jr. Had a granny of a slammy back in San Francisco. So, or I think that was in Arizona. Or it was in San Francisco. That was in one of the higher scoring games. Now the catcher will come out and visit Spence. Same with Bobby Dubs will come out as well. We'll get the pitching coach out here now. He'll come out and talk to Spence here. Spence now at 59 pitches with the bases loaded after walking one of the best hitters in the league in James Wood. Probably one of the best. So it looks like Brad Lord's still winning in the poll. Let's go. So now umpire will come out to break this mound visit up. So we'll get playing again. Nationals need to find a way to get the offense going, though. Let's go, everybody. Let's check up on the like count here. Haven't checked it in a little while. We got plenty of people in the chat here. Let's go, and we got 23 likes. Let's go. That's awesome. That's awesome Andrew Alvarez numbers right there. Only at 514 views, but we got plenty of people in the chat here. So sub it up, everybody. We just got another sub. Let's go. Now, first pitch to Garcia is in there. Called strike one with a cutter, and it's an 0-1 count. Thanks to that new subscriber, now 405 subscribers. Getting closer and closer to that 500 number. It's going to be 0-1 here with no outs. Spence looking for his sign. He's got it, and he comes set. Here comes the 0-1 to Luis Garcia Jr. Garcia's going to take a curveball in the dirt. Catcher Jensen almost got away from him, but it is a ball, but no movement from Ruiz, who is not fast at all. Catcher, and he's not a fast catcher either. He's slow for a catcher. If we made all the catchers and said, it's like Carter Jensen is average, Ruiz is very below average. But you got Ruiz at third, Nunez at second, and Wood at first. Wood drew a walk, and then Nunez and Ruiz had a couple hits. Wood being the last batter in that order. The 1-1. Garcia swings at a cutter, and it's 1-2. No outs here at the bottom of the fifth. A chance for the Nationals to capitalize. Let's go. We just gained 3 subscribers in the span of 10 seconds. We're now at 408. Let's go. Thank you so much, everybody. 327 average for Garcia with the bases loaded over 49 ABs. Has one big bomb. He has a 545 this season, though, with the bases loaded. He likes the big pressure. The 1-2 coming to Garcia. Garcia rips this one out to left center field. That's going to be down, and the left fielder goes off his glove. Ruiz will score. Round third coming for home is Nunez. Luis Garcia Jr. delivers here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and the Nationals get 2 more. It's 4-3. Collins came screaming in for that one, and it goes off his glove, and he has to recover, and Luis Garcia Jr. is already in a second. So that's a double. Wood moves up to third. Nunez scores from second. Ruiz scores from third. It's now the Nationals 4, the Royals 3. Here we go, everybody. N-A-T-S, Nats, 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 woo! N-A-T-S, Nats, 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 woo! So that'll bring up Meade now, and now we'll get a pitching change here. In the bottom of the 5th, Black will come into the game. After 4 batters faced, all of them get off on base off of Spence. He gives up 2 runs in the inning. Woot, woot. Let's go. Yes. Nationals take a 4-3 lead. Let's go. Luis Garcia Jr. hits one into the gap for 2 runs, and now it's the Nationals 4, the Royals 3. There you go, boys. Wood now at third, who can run as well. So no problem if he wants to run. Going to be Curtis Meade here. Bang, baby. This is Calo Hoopes. Let's go. Or Hoops. Let's go. Let's go. We're now 408, too. Let's go. Let's see if we can hit 410 today. I bet we can. 410 subscribers. So runners at second and third here. And 4 innings worked by Spence is all you'll get out of him. He starts the 5th and gives up runs, and that's all he does. 2 hits, a walk, and then a double. And the Nationals cash in with 2 more on the board. Mason Black will come into the game now here in the 5th. Take over after Spence can't even get an out in the 5th inning. He gives up 7 hits because he gave up 4 in the first 4 innings. And then in the 5th, he ends up giving 3 more. So it's 7 hits. We don't know his run total just yet. He walked 1 guy in James Wood, and he got 1 strikeout. So those are the numbers for Spence in today's game. Good job getting after him, getting on the board. Good for the Nats. Let's go. So now it'll bring up Curtis Meade here. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Let's go Nats. 4-3 game, and Curtis Meade coming up to the plate. Here we go, everybody. Let's get excited. 7 hits for each team, too. Wow. Try to capitalize here. Garcia will be at second. Wood will be at third for Curtis Meade to face Black, the new pitcher. A righty out of the pen. See if you can get some distance out of him, at least for the Royals' sakes. They don't need too much. Robert Murray says, way to go. Yes, way to go, Nats. So coming set here is Black, who were the set position of Meade, a righty-righty matchup. First pitch, Meade takes a fastball in there, called strike 1. Black will drop his arm angle a little bit here. Not fully submarine, but he's a little bit underhanded. Mason Black, 10 games with a 2.63 ERA, no record and no holds. He sets the pitch. Mead's going to take a slider in there, called strike 2 at 87, clips the lower out part of the zone. Sinker, sweeper, a four-seamer, and a slider is going to be the arsenal that Black will bring you. It's going to be an 0-2 here to Curtis Mead. Coming set to Black. The 0-2 coming to Curtis Mead. Mead takes a sweeper outside. Ball 1 sweeps out of the zone. It'll be a 1-2 count. 10 home runs, 31 ribbies for Mead this season, 237 average. He's been looking good so far. The average may not be too high, but he's got the pop. Coming set is Black. The 1-2, Mead takes a sinker upstairs, evens up the count to 2-2. See if the Nats can capitalize, get a few more runs on the board. So it will be 2-2. Black comes set. It'll be a 2-2 here to Mead. Here's the pitch. Mead swings and hits this one. Out to center. Going back is Thomas. He does have a gun, though. Thomas is under it. He'll make the catch. Wood will not advance. Coming home, though, is the runner the runner Garcia Jr. So did Wood go nowhere? So no one goes anywhere. So that was a single, by the way, also. So that was a single. Garcia's was a single. He did not have a double out of it. Wood's at second, So Wood's at second here, and Garcia Jr.'s at first. I apologize. I said it was a double. It was a single. So now it'll be CJ with runners at first and second, and only one out. Try to drive in some runs. First pitch to CJ is in there. Called strike 1 with a cutter. Not a good call. They're going to give it to him. So a single for Luis Garcia Jr. drives in all those runs. Runners at first and second here. Here's the pitch to Abrams. And Abrams swings and hits this one out to left field. Ranging over is the left fielder Collins. Now in a foul ground. And he makes the catch in foul territory. Wood will stop and stay. Sets out number 2. And a fly out in foul territory for CJ Abrams, who's 0 for 3 on the day. But don't let that make it so you don't vote for him. He's still the best shortstop in the NL, just having an off night tonight. I just got the confirmation email. My vote has been counted. Let's go. A vote in the books for the Nats. Let's go. We should get more tonight. So Collins makes that play. It's out number 2. That'll bring up DC Cruz here. 0 for 2 on the day. Coming set is Black. Pitch to DC coming. Here's the pitch. Cruz swings and misses at a high sinker, high and in, and it's 0-1 count. With 2 outs, got a few fans filling up the stadium a little bit. 408, only 92 to 500. Yep, only 92 to go. Coming set, here's the pitch to Cruz. Cruz going to take a sweeper, low ball 1. That evens up the count to 1-1. We are close to 500 now. Closer than we were on the first stream. How about that? We'll just say that for now. So it'll be 1-1 here with 2 outs. Coming set is Black. He waits. Now the pitch. Cruz going to take a sweeper outside. It'll be a 2-1 count. Barrel it, Cruz. Yep. Come on, Dylan Cruz. 188 average. 3 home runs, 10 RBIs with a 5.51 OPS. The numbers don't tell a good story. I think the eye test does, though. So it'll be 2-1 here with 2 outs. The pitch to DC. Cruz going to take a sinker down low, ball 3, and it's a 3-1 count. Catcher signaling to his man Black to get the ball down. Stay in the zone. But it'll be a 3-1 here to Dylan Cruz. Screeches in the stands, it looks like, trying to get people riled. Here's the pitch to Cruz. Cruz swings and just kind of fouls this one off out of play. Just got sawed off and barely fouls it off. So it'll be 3-2 now with 2 outs. So runners will be on the move. Runners at first and second here. 3-2, 2 outs. Nationals fans being asked to clap their hands. Not a too big crowd for today's Monday night game. Looks like people are trying to get his tarps off going. At least they're sitting, though. So 3-2 here. Coming set is Black. Here comes the pitch to Dylan Cruz. Cruz swings and hits this one down the left field line. If it's fair, it's gone. It's fair, and it is gone. Dylan Cruz delivers. Watch it fly. Dylan Cruz here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And the Nationals take a 7-3 lead here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Dylan Cruz with a 3-run bomb. Dylan Cruz. DC does it again. Home run number 4, and he drives in 3. On a 3-2 count, he goes yard. The Nationals have a 7-3 lead here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So now that'll bring up Galen Lyle here with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Now Lau take a ball inside. Let's get this in. N-A-T-S, Nats, 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 woo! N-A-T-S, Nats, 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 woo! N-A-T-S, Nats, 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 woo! The pitch to Lyle. Lyle swings and misses at a cutter low, and then makes the count 1-1. Called it. Yes. You did, Mr. C. You asked him to barrel it, and he delivered. 5 running for the Nationals now. They get a few more on the board, helping out Brad Lord a little bit. The 1-1 to Lyle. Now Lyle swings and fouls this one off. It'll be 1-2. We're at 409, too. We gained a sub through that. Let's go.
Hey, oh, let's go. Hey, oh, let's go.
Dylan Cruz down the left field line, just barely fair, and sends it out of here. It's 7-3. Looks like there's a Tres Barrera uniform out there. Wow. Tres Barrera. That's an interesting pull. The 1-2, and Lau swings and hits this one out to left field, but going back is Collins a few steps in front of the track, and will make the catch for out number 3. The Nationals inning is over, but the Nationals send 8 batters to the plate. They put 5 on the board, and the Washington Nationals throw 7 on the board now. It's now the Nationals 7, the Royals 3. They get a 5 spot here. 4 of those runs are earned to Spence. 1 of them earned to Black after Black's only run is Dylan Cruz. So 4 runs ending up for Spence, but the Nationals get 5 on the board. It's now 7-3. The Nationals offense came to play. 410 subscribers. Let's go. That was the goal for today, and we do hit it. Nationals now have a 7-3 lead as we head to the top of the 6th inning. Did you like Max Scherzer when he was on the Nationals? Oh, yes. I loved Max Scherzer when he was on the Nationals. Max Scherzer was one of my favorites. Max Scherzer was a really good pitcher. I really liked watching Max Scherzer. Just a reminder, vote Abrams and Wood. Vote it now. Scan QR code or go to MLB.com/vote to count your vote. Abrams and Wood. Go vote them now. It'll be Perez, Lofton, and Jensen for the Royals. They got a 4-run deficit now, but the Nationals able to put 5 on the board. Out of nowhere, they get a couple singles, a walk, a single, and then Dylan Cruz with the cherry on top with a 3-run bomb to end the bottom of the 5th. Dylan Cruz delivers, and it's 7-3. Led to the top of the 6th. PNW Maria says, woo, yes. So head to the top of the 6th in just a moment. Drinking out of the Teddy Roosevelt Cup today. This is a souvenir cup I got at Nationals Park last time I went. Dylan Cruz delivers now. So Brad Lord will be back out there for another inning. Here we go. Brad Lord out there after a rough first inning. He'll come out for a second inning of work. He'll work out of the wind. He'll first face Salvador Perez to start his outing. Lord in the wind. First pitch to Perez is going to be a slider just inside, ball 1. Why did the Nationals get rid of Max Scherzer? It was the start of a rebuild, my friend. Start of a rebuild. We knew we had to reset. We had a lot more veterans than young guys. The farm was not great, so we started a rebuild, the 1-0. That's inside, ball 2. We got a great package out of it, too, in 2021. That was Turner sent over. We got Cabert Ruiz, Josiah Gray. You know, it's not great, but we got Ruiz. We got a everyday catcher. He's only been injured once so far with the Nats. The 2-0 from Lord. Swinging a fly ball. This is going to be first base side, but foul, and we'll do 2-1 now. So 2-1 here in the top of the 6th. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and thanks for all the new subscribers. And thanks to everyone who listened and voted Nats. You got to vote Nats. MLB.com/vote. Vote Abrams and Wood. Help out the team. We got to get those votes counted. This will be 2-1 here. Into the wind. Here's the pitch from Lord. Inside, ball 3, and it's a 3-1 count. We got 31 likes. Let's go. 31 likes on the stream. We got plenty of people in the chat. Everybody, say what's up in the chat. Be sure to subscribe because it is on subscribers only mode. This should be 3-1 here. 312 home runs for Perez in his career, by the way. Big numbers, big power. He's Big Poppy, but he's Big Perez instead. The 3-1, swinging a line drive down the left field line, but foul, and it'll be 3-2. Let's go. We're at 33 likes, though. And we also uploaded a couple videos today. If anyone is interested, you can go check out a couple videos on the channel. Let's go. We just gained another subscriber. Thank you so much to that new subscriber. So Lord has a 3-2 on Perez. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball up the middle off of Lord, but Nunez recovers, makes the play, fires to first in time for the out. I believe that one was off of Lord, and he ends up making the play. Nunez able to range over after it takes a few hops. Nunez able to range over and make the play for out number 1 here in the top of the 6th. So it looks like Tarps Off has begun in the right field bleachers. Let's go. Tarps Off is on. There's a few people going. First pitch from Lord's going to be in there. Called strike 1 with a sinker, and it's an 0-1 count. 412 subscribers. Let's go. Tarps Off's going on in section 230 this time. They're going to get going in a different section, but they're trying to get it going here. Here's the pitch, and Lofton fouls this one off his leg. It'll be 0-2. So 0-2 here with 1 out in the top of the 6th. Nationals holding a nice little lead here. 4-run lead in the Tarps Off people. Trying to still get a rally going. Looks like it worked. They got 5 runs according to the Tarps Off people. So it'll be 0-2 here. On the Saturday game, they got a huge crowd going. Everyone was in it. I know my friend is at the game. Shout out to my boy, but I wonder if he's at the game. He's doing Tarps Off right now. I'll text him and ask him. So it'll be 0-2 here. Here's the pitch from Lord. Check swing, did he go? Called strike 3 by Whitson. That was a low and out with a sinker, but they are going to get the call there. There you go. Called strike 1, called strike 3, that's strikeout number 1 for Brad Lord here. Sets out number 2 here in the top of the 6th. Good job, brother. Just subscribed and cashed same game parlay. Let's go. Good job. It's now to be Jensen here. Lord with 2 outs will face Carter Jensen, the catcher in today's game. He's into the wind. First pitch to the lefty Jensen, and this one is swung on and fouled off, and it's 0-1. That 94-mile-an-hour fastball just fouled off. 223 average for Jensen, 8 home runs, 36 RBIs. Into the wind. Here's the 0-1. Outside ball 1 with a 93-mile-an-hour fastball evens up the count to 1-1. Thanks to everyone who tuned in already. We got a very successful stream today. I will say that. Extremely successful. And it's been a whole lot of fun to hang out with y'all. Here comes the 1-1. Called. Strike 2 with the low sweeper that time. Stays in the zone. Jensen's nodding his head, so he doesn't want to ABS it. But that time it was low. But Lord flicking some breaking balls there. Just clipping the zone. So it'll be 1-2 here. Lord in the wind. 1-2. Swinging a foul off again. Third base side. We'll do 1-2 again. I think Griffin is the best National League pitcher. Let's go. Awesome take. That's an awesome take. Let's go. Let's do 1-2 here. I know you meant pitcher, but here's the 1-2. Swinging a ground ball. Ooh, picked by Garcia out of the ground. What a play. Lord to cover the bag in time for out number 3. What a play by Luis Garcia Jr. Got down to a knee, made the play, and managed to flip it up to Brad Lord who covered the bag. A 1-2-3 inning for the boys here in the top of the 6th. No runs, no hits, no runners left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. It is still the Nationals 7, the Royals 3. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. We'll check up on some scores around the league, but first switch it to this screen. Go vote, MLB.com/vote, or scan the QR code on the screen. You can do either way. So we'll check up on the screen. We'll check up on the scores around the league. Looks like the Phillies now are beating the Marlins 5-0. Reds beating the Mets 9-0. Looks like we got Cardinals and Padres underway in the 4th 0-0. Twins beating the Rangers 3-0 in the bottom of the 1st. Cubs beating the Rockies 1-0 after one full inning of play. Tigers beating the Astros 1-0 after a first half inning. At 9:40, you got Pirates, Athletics, Angels, D-backs, and Rays, Dodgers at 10:10. I think I'll have that be my late night game that I watch, just to watch Shohei a little bit. I saw Griffin is pitching tomorrow. He is, and I'm going to get to see him live. I think this is like my 3rd or 4th time seeing Griffin pitch live, which is honestly awesome. That's awesome, Andrew Alvarez, that it is. Wednesday, we got, I think, Zach Littell taking the mound. I think it should be because the 4 starter is Griffin, then 5 Littell. So the weekend series, you'll have the 1-2-3 pitchers. You'll go Cavalli, Michaelis, and Awesome Andrew. So Awesome Andrew's next start will be on Sunday, if anyone is wondering. Bottom of the 6th. It'll be Young, Ruiz, and Nunez for the bottom of the 6th inning. Another 0 put on the board for the Royals, though. Brad Lord shuts down their offense. Hopefully he goes out for the 7th. Let him complete the game. Maybe let him go a little longer. He's a converted starter, so he has that power. JJ Raid, let's go. Play-by-play with JJ's here. What's up? Lou Seth says JJ Raid. Let's go. What's up, everybody? From Play by Play with JJ. Thanks for tuning in. Another sub. Let's go. Thank you so much, JJ, for that quick raid. Maybe you're still streaming, maybe you're not, but thank you so much for just giving me the raid. So now, here we go. The Dodger game tonight is on ESPN. Yes, it is, Mr. Bob. Play-by-play with JJ Raid. Let's go. Thank you so much, JJ, for that raid. District get raided 2 nights in a row. Here's the pitch to Young, and Young takes the ball high, ball 1. Raid the stream. What's up, JT the Spawn? Thanks for tuning in, man. So Black will continue work here after he gave up a home run in the 5th. He'll continue into the 6th. Wow. Into the line, the pitch to Young. That's outside. Ball 2, and it'll be a 2-0 count. Play-by-play, JJ says, love you, buddy. Love you too, JJ. Anytime. Thank you so much, JJ, for that redirect. Thank you so much, man. 414 subscribers. Thank you so much, JJ. So it'll be a 2-0 to Young. Here's the pitch. It is in there. Called strike 1. Seriously, Larry's here as well. What's up, Larry? And then Charles here saying, Mr. District CEO host. Larry saying, hey, Dean. What's up, Larry? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. JJ, let's go. Should be a 2-1 here. Here's the pitch. Young's going to take a ball high. It'll be 3-1. Welcome to Play-by-Play with JJ Network family. Let's go. Thank you so much for that little raid, JJ. So it'll be a 3-1 from Black to Young. Here's the pitch. Young swings and hits this one high, but it's foul ground. Catcher Jensen will catch him, will be under it, and Jensen will make the catch in foul territory for out number 1. Smash some free subs and hit the like button. Let's go. Do that. Rockies beat the A's 23-9 yesterday. Not at Coors. That would have been a fun one to call. You got to note, it was not at Coors. They somehow did that not at Coors Field. I don't know how, but they somehow beat them 23-9, not in Colorado. Stadium looking beautiful. Sun is setting in D.C., so to be K. Barrett to hit, who got the rally going back in the 5th inning. See if he can get one going in the 6th. So now Black sets. He'll pitch to K. Barrett Ruiz. The pitch to Ruiz. Ruiz, check swing. Did he go? Yes, on the curveball, and it's 0-1, and it was a called strike. So it's a strike anyway. Should be an 0-1 count. Winning 23-9, not at Coors Field. Should be an 0-1 here. Here's the pitch. Ruiz swinging a drive to right. That one is down the line, but it is foul. So to be 0-2. Bob says that game was in Vegas. Yes, it was. It was in Vegas where the A's are temporarily playing some games in Vegas, I believe. Play-by-Play with Network is a networking channel with District Nation Network. Let's go for 10. Yes, we always got to go for 10, Mr. C. We always do. The 0-2. Ruiz swings and pops this one up and foul. So do 0-2 again. We just need 3 more. So it looks like a kid caught that ball, but he is wearing a glove. So I think a glove is cheating at a baseball game. That's my humble opinion, though. So it'll be 0-2 here with 1 out. Especially, unless you're an adult. Then you can wear a glove if you're a kid, but not if you're an adult. Ruiz with a drive. Down the right field line. If it's fair, it's gone. But that one is fair? Is that one fair? Yes, it is. It's gone. Is it fair? We aren't getting an announcement here. Looks like people are going crazy over there, but that one's foul. Ruiz with a drive to deep right, but it is foul. So again here on 0-2, the pitch. Ruiz will take a changeup in the dirt, and it's a 1-2 count. The tarps off guys made it seem like a home run. They were going crazy. A guy made a catch with his glove. He played to win the game, yes. If you're inspired to join the chat, you're welcome to do so at any time. So it was a second deck foul ball, but the guys went crazy when a foul ball got to them. Everyone going tarps off was going nuts. Now Ruiz will foul this one off again. But this one might be in fair territory. Garcia's under it. He'll make the catch in foul ground for out number 2. So Michael Garcia just barely in foul ground makes that catch. 2 retired in a row who fly out in foul territory. Almost got one out of here, though. Ruiz almost got 2 out of here. Just barely missed it. So to be Nasim Nunez here, who surprisingly is 2 for 2 with a couple singles and 2 runs. So credit Nunez on today's game. Good job, Nasim Nunez, the pitch. Nunez going to take a sweeper in there, called strike 1, and it's an 0-1 count. So it's 0-1 here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Coming set is Black. He waits. Here comes the 0-1 to Nunez. Nunez going to take a cutter in there, called strike 2 now, and it's an 0-2 count. So thanks to everyone for tuning in and subscribing, especially those who came over from Play-by-Play to JJ for a little while. to hang out during that raid. Thank you so much, everybody. So Black working exclusively out of the set position as he comes set. He's at 30 pitches now. The 0-2 to Nunez. Nunez going to take a fastball just outside, and it's a 1-2 count. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Looks like the Nationals getting a lot done offensively, though. 7 runs in the game. Trying to get something going late in the game, though. The 1-2. In the dirt ball, 2 with the curveball evens up the count to 2-2. So bottom of the 6th we go. Nationals just trying to keep this league extended out. And I like what some guys were chanting at Nationals Park. They were chanting, "Have you seen our bullpen? Score more runs." The 2-2 to Nunez, he takes a slider upstairs, ball 3. And I completely agree. Have you seen our bullpen? We got to score more runs. Let's go. Come on. It's going to be 3-2, 2 outs here. Going to be 3-2. Here's the pitch. Nunez going to take outside and high, so Nasim Nunez going to be on base for a 3rd time tonight. Nasim Nunez continues to find his way on base here out of the 9-hole spot. So Black walks him. Black has now faced 7 batters. This will be his 8th batter face as James Wood comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a strikeout, a double, and a walk. He scored twice in this game. Yep. I'll laugh at it. So it'll be 2 outs now. Here's the pitch to Nunez. Or, excuse me, to Wood that's outside, ball 1. So Smoonez is on first, but I think Smoonez has lost his nickname because it's supposed to be on a play of Smooth Nunez, but he made an error. So I think we're going to have to change it to Airnez or something. So it'll be a 1-0 here to Wood. Now Wood swings and grounds this one to the second baseman. He fields cleanly. That's Lofton. He fires to first in time for the out, and that'll end the inning. James Wood grounds out. Sadly, in the inning, the Nationals can't get anything going. They leave a man, no runs, no hits. We will head to the top of the 7th. It is still the Nationals 3, the Royals 7th, as we head to, the Nationals 7, the Royals 3, So we'll head to the top of the 7th, getting closer to that 7th inning stretch. But here we go, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We'll switch to the screen for a moment. Be sure, if you have not already, or if you only have voted 4 times, scan it a 5th time. Get your 5th vote in. MLB.com/vote or scan the QR code for more information. The chant would be great. Left field versus right field fans chant. Yeah. Have you seen our bullpen? Score more runs. Yep. It was cool because it was just like 3 or 4 guys, too. It wasn't even like it was a big crowd. It was just 3 or 4 guys. So we head to top 7. It'll be Collins, Thomas, and Bobby Witt for the Royals in the top of the 7th inning. Let's check on JJ's Phillies game. Since he gave us a raid, we might as well check on that score. Looks like we got the Phillies have a 5-0 lead. Just scoring-wise, it looks like Gabriel Rincones Jr. has a home run, and then Gabriel Rincones Jr. grounds out, and then Justin Crawford singles, and then JT Realmuto swung on, hit a deep fly ball to left field, and he got a bomb out of it. Watch it fly, JT Realmuto on a tank out to left field. When is the last day for All-Star voting? I have no idea. I know it's in phases, though. They do it in phases. So there's different rounds where you can vote for different people. I have no idea when this phase is going to end, but we need these 2 fellas going into round 2 at least, or whatever it is considered. We need them starting. So just vote now. If you're considering voting, maybe you aren't. You just need an email. You can go to MLB.com/vote or scan the QR code on the screen, and you can vote right now. It's super easy. No login needed. You just need to do an email. So here we go. We head to the top of the 7th. It'll be Collins, Thomas, and Bobby Witt. Now to be first pitch from Lord. Thomas will lay a bunt down, but that's foul, and it'll be an 0-1 count. Excuse me, I have to go off camera here for a second, but I will continue to call the game, just going off camera. There we go. So, 0-1 count here. Lord into his wind once again. Here comes the 0-1. That's going to be outside ball 1. That's when you're really regretting that ABS challenge. That would have been in there. That evens up the count to 1-1. Lord at 33 pitches now here in the top of the 7th. Maybe just cruise with him. Give the bullpen a rest day. Let him run it out. So be a 1-1 here. Into the wind. Here's the pitch to Collins. Swinging a fly ball foul. It'll be a 1-2 count. Try to hold him down. 3 runs for the Royals so far in this game. Nationals have 7, though. To win a baseball game, all you got to do is score more runs. If you win 199, you still won the game. And heck, you still scored 100 runs by that point. If you gave up 99, not that bad. So be 1-2 here. Here's the pitch. just high, ball 2, and it's a 2-2 count. You'd have to shorten the first part, perhaps CR bullpen or on no bullpen. CR bullpen, score more runs, something like that. CR bullpen, score more runs. The perfect chant. The 2-2 from Lord. Swinging a fly ball, hit to center. Young is under it, though. Now he takes a couple steps back, and he will make the catch for out number 1. So Collins retired there on a fly ball to center. That's out number 1 here in the top of the 7th. July 2nd at 2 p.m., 12 p.m. Eastern. All right. So vote by then. You got to vote by then. So it'll be 1 out here, and Lane Train back up. He's 1 for 3 on the day. We got to give this dude a standing ovation tomorrow. Lord in the line. First pitch to Lane Train, and that's going to be low and out, ball 1. It's a 1-0 count. Oh, no, bullpen. Score more runs. Oh, no, bullpen. That works as well. Oh, no, bullpen. Score more runs. Career with Nats. Lane Thomas at 257 had 60 bombs, so he was good with the DC boys, and he fouls this one back, and it'll be 1-1. He wears number 15 with the Royals, did well in the playoffs with the Cleveland Guardians because we traded him to Cleveland originally. So it'll be 1-1 here. Lord. We'll go into the wind here. Here comes the 1-1 at Thomas. That's inside, ball 2, the slider. Way inside there, and that makes the count 2-1. 2-1, 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. Lane Train did not get anything, though. I think he deserved a standing ovation because I will be giving him one. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Thomas going to take a sinker in there, called strike 2. Round 1 of the All-Star voting in June 25th. All right. So go vote by then, everybody. You got to vote soon if you want to get in then. You got to vote soon. So it'll be 2-2 here. Into the line from Lord. Here's the pitch to Lane Train. Swinging a foul back on a fastball at 94. We'll do 2-2 again. Always loved Lane Thomas, though, as a Nat. Lane Thomas was one of my favorite Nationals for a little while, and honestly, he probably still is. Round 1 in July 25th ends. Smash some free subs and hit the like button. Let's go. Thank you, Charles, for that reminder. So here comes the 2-2 to Lane Train. The pitch, called! Strike 3 on a sinker. Cuts the back end of the zone, and Lane Thomas is down looking. Strikeout number 2 for Lord. Lord's cruising here. He's trying to complete 3 innings here out of the pen. That's a good outing. So I'm hoping he's winning in the poll. So he is winning in the poll. Let's go. So now, Lord, into the wind. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be in there. Called strike 1. It's an 0-1 count. This would be an 0-1 here with 2 outs. This is District Nation Network. Feel free to join in the chat anytime. Here comes the 0-1 to Witt. Swing and a miss at a high fastball at 96, and it's 0-2. Setting down Bobby Witt here would be huge. Oh my gosh! The Tarps Off crowd is insane! There's so many Tarps Off people. They have filled an entire section out in right field. So Tarps Off is back again, and they filled an entire section. The 0-2, swinging a foul off, and we'll do 0-2 again. Wow, that is one big section. Tarps Off has filled an entire section. Holy moly, that's insane. It's going to be 0-2 here. Lord, into the wind. Here comes the 0-2. High ball 1 with a fastball at 95. It'll be a 1-2 count. I think you take him out after 3 now. He's at 46 pitches. He's probably getting tired. Take out Lord. Go to Varland for the 8th, and then go to Lovelady for the 9th. That is the best bet here. Just don't give the ball to Schultz or Parker. Neither one of them. Into the wind. The 1-2. Inside, ball 2. Almost got Witt, but it doesn't. It runs inside on him, though. That'll even up the count to 2-2. 2-2 with 2 outs. Lord's been running it inside a few times now. Backed him off the plate, giving him a little chin music. So it'll be a 2-2 here. Lord. We'll go into the wind here. The 2-2. Swinging a ground ball right side of the field. Nunez fields cleanly. Fires to first in time to get a speedy Bobby Witt Jr. that time. So there we go. That will end the top of the 7th inning and retire the side. No runs, no hits, no runners left on base. We will stretch here. Parker, no pitchy. Yep. Parker, please no pitchy. Please no pitchy. Go to someone else. Go to Varland and Schultz. Or not Schultz. Go to anyone else. We will take a quick break here. We will stretch, watch the infomercial, scan the QR code. We'll be back in just a moment, and I'm going to tell you why you should vote for James Wood. So here you go. We'll be back in just a moment. Keep watching the video, though. Scan that QR code. Vote with the time you have. We'll be back after the 7th inning stretch. We'll be back in just a moment. Hey, everybody. District Nation here. I hope you're all doing well. We need to help out our friend James Wood. James Wood is 7th in All-Star voting right now. Please help out James Wood. He, objectively and subjectively, is one of the best outfielders in the league, and there's only one way to help right now of our friend. We need to go scan that QR code and vote James Wood for All-Star Game starter right now. It is the right thing to do. It is the right choice to make, and it's easy, it's free. All you need is an email, and that's all you need. Vote CJ Abrams as well. Abrams is in first in the All-Star Game polls right now. Be sure to vote CJ Abrams and James Wood for All-Star starter for the 2026 All-Star Game. Go vote right now. Scan that QR code. Vote as many times as you can. It's 5 times a day. Vote all 5 times right now and help out our friends on the Nationals, CJ Abrams and James Wood, because they need your help to become All-Star starters for this season and cement themselves as some of the best players in the league. Hey everybody, District Nation here. I hope you're all doing well. We need to help out our friend James Wood. James Wood is 7th in All-Star voting right now. Please help out James Wood. He, objectively and subjectively, is one of the best outfielders in the league, and there's only one way to help right now of our friend. We need to go scan that QR code. Welcome back in, everybody. Sorry I ended that early. Tarps off is working. There are so many people with tarps off right now in the section. But here we go, headed to the bottom of the 7th inning. Nationals trying to put some more runs on the board. Tomorrow, the Nationals will be playing again against the Royals. Let's see what they can do tomorrow. We will not be on the mic tomorrow. I apologize. I'll be at the game, though, so I'll be having some IRL content from the stadium. You'll see where I'm sitting and such. So there you go. Guidelines for chatting, absolutely no exception. Yep, those are the guidelines. Let's go. Your attitude will determine your altitude. Let's go. Here we go. Foster Griffin will take the mound tomorrow. Excited to see that. Looks like we got a new pitcher on the mound. Way will take over. No name. Just Way. It's just Way. He's just Way. Let's see if Lord stays out there for an 8th. Go for 4 innings. Then he matches the starter, though. So to Beck Way. That's a short name. Where's number 44? He's going to come over in here in the 7th. 2 innings worked by Black. We'll check his numbers, though. He gives up 3 hits, a walk. Here's the pitch. He gave up 1 run. Excuse me, I was late on that. He gives up 3 runs on 3 hits, his earned runs at least. 2 walks, no strikeouts in his time. So those are his numbers a little bit. National stream will be Friday. Yep, that is right, Mr. Bob. Thanks for that reminder. So now to be Louie here. After Wood was out, we'll get Luis Garcia Jr. coming set his way. First pitch to Louie. Louie's going to take a cutter inside, ball 1 at 92 miles an hour. So now Way will take over, the righty on the mound. So here we go, coming set his way. The pitch to Garcia. Garcia, oof, sword swing there on a cutter way inside and low, out of the zone, almost in the dirt, and he swings at it. 43 votes on the poll. Let's go. Now we got tied. Here's the pitch to Garcia. That's low ball, 2. It'd be a 2-1 count. So now we got a tie here between, we got the tied with Brad Lord, and there's no good pitcher. So I think that Brad Lord made a statement today, 3 good innings, that you all should vote for him in that poll. Here's the 2-1 to Garcia, and he takes it in the dirt, ball 3 with a cutter, and it's 3-1. So that's 92 miles an hour with that cutter. It'll be a 3-1 count now to Luis, who only has 1 hit in this game, and it's a single. Nationals are going to Tampa Bay. Yes, they are. They are going to the Bay. The Bay of Tampa. This will be 3-1 here. Coming set his way. Here's the pitch to Garcia. Garcia's going to take a cutter in there called strike 2. So no fastballs really here from Way so far. At least so far. Maybe he'll throw one later. This will be 3-2 here. Coming sets Way. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball to the first baseman. That is Perez. He'll take it himself to the bag for out number 1. Sets out number 1 here in the bottom of the 7th. Garcia grounds out. That'll bring up Curtis Mead here. He is 1 for 3 on the day. So now let's see what these boys can get done in the bottom of the 7th. Get any more run support. Get anything, really. Just get anything going. Anything could help right now. Any run support, anything. So now it'll be Curtis Mead here coming sets way. First pitch to Mead. Mead's going to take a cutter in there, called strike one, and it's an 0-1 count. Sets in there 0-1. Bottom of the 7th inning, 1 out. Thanks to everyone who is now. Looks like none of them just took over the answer in the poll. All right. Thanks to everyone who's here. The 0-1. Way outside with a sinker there. Got away from Way that time. Got away from Way. Way outside from Way. That's just so funny, isn't it, right? So it'll be 1-1 here with a 1 out. Let's go. Let's get some runs on the board.
Oh, let's go. Oh, let's go.
The 1-1 is low out with a cutter, and it's a 2-1 count. Got to throw all the pitches in there. So it'll be 2-1 here with a 1 out. So now Clayton Beater takes the mound. Or excuse me, Clayton Beater's at least in the bullpen warming up. It'll be Beater probably. So it'll be 2-1 here from Mead to Way to Mead. And that's in there, called strike 2, the sinker, and it's a 2-2 count. So we 2-2 here, the 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Let's go Nats. Come on, boys. Get some run support. Let's go. Get some run support. Help out the boys a little bit. Coming set is Way. The 2-2. Called strike 3 on a low sweeper. Wow. Beck Way's lucky to get that one. Mead looks at that one low, so he's retired for the 3rd time tonight. That one was definitely low, but it is really bad. We don't have a challenge now. Looking at some numbers on Beckway, 10.80 ERA over his 3 games, over his 3.1 innings worked. 6 strikeouts and a 2.10 whip. It's now to be CJ to try to put a run on the board. Come on, CJ. He's over 3 on the day. Here's the pitch. Abrams going to take a sweeper outside, ball 1, and it's a 1-0 count. A 1-0 here with 2 outs. The Padres don't have the base runner against the Cardinals. Oh, wow. Coming set is Way. The pitch to Abrams. Swing and a miss and a cutter, and it's 1-1. I got to check this. Is he saying what I think he is saying? I can check MLB here. So it'd be 1-1 here with 2 outs. Looks like they don't. Into the 5th. Wow. Here's the 1-1, and Abrams swing and a miss, and another cutter low and inside. It'd be a 1-2 count. Looks like through 5, or they have it through 5 innings. Yeah. St. Louis has done something over 5 innings so far. That's May on the mound. The 1-2 and Abrams swing and a miss at a high fastball at 98 miles an hour. Strikeout number 2 for Beck Way, and that'll end the inning. 2 strikeouts in the inning. No runs, no hits, no runners left on base. We're through 7. We'll head to the top of the 8th. It is still the Nationals 7, Royals 3 as we head to the top of the 8th inning. I don't want to turn that game on because every time I turn one of those on, they end up blowing it. So I'm not going to turn that on. We'll stay right here, do some Nats talk. Head over here, everybody. If you haven't already, voted 5 times. Scan that QR code. Vote. I set example. I voted earlier today. And I will vote at least 7 times tonight with different emails and such. Get as many emails down as I can. Get a ballot in. We need CJ Abrams and James Wood starting. This is the only thing I'm asking tonight. Didn't really ask for too many likes and subs as I usually do. I'm asking about this. Go vote them. I want some help here. I want the boys to be helped out just a little bit. Let's go. We gained a lot of subs, though. Thank you so much, everybody, for the people who tuned in today. We're at 49 likes. Wow. We just need 3 likes to tie the record on our stream, which is 53. We got 60 people in here right now. Go like right now, because I know most people in here have not liked the stream yet. So go ahead, do that now, because I know most people here probably haven't liked yet. I will set an example. I liked the stream as well, just to make sure. But go in there, answer the poll, hit that like button. Help us break a record of likes. So help us out. Help us out here. I'll check out the like count in a little bit. But help it out, everybody. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, help out the channel. And also, when you get a chance, go over to the Pure Drone football account. We have 51 subscribers over there. Smash some free subs and hit the like button. Thanks. Let's go. Thank you, Charles, for that reminder. Tarps Off is still growing while as we head to the top of the 8th. It will be Clay Peter to take over in the top of the 8th. Beater will take the mound to replace Lord after Lord works a good 3 innings. 3 innings. He gives up 2 runs. They're both earned. He only ends up giving up 2 hits, though, which is really good. And then he only walks 1 guy, and he gets 2 strikeouts. So the ratio is good now to be Clayton Beeter here to take over here in the 8th. Clayton Beeter to take the mound here in the 8th. He'll take over. 19 games, a 2-1 record, 20.1 innings pitched. The first pitch to Caglione, swing and a miss. At a slider low and in, it's no 1 count. Let's go. We're at 51 likes. We have 2 more likes to 53. 2 more. That is the goal. Let's go. That's the record. Let's see if we can break it tonight. Here's the 0-1. Check swing. Did he go? No, says third base umpire Fairchild. That evens up the count. How your football team is going to do this year? I don't know. I don't know about the Commanders. It's kind of a on-off season. We'll see what happens. It could be another Cinderella season, or we could have expectations blown out of the water, or be exactly the way we think it is. The 1-1 to Caglione, the pitch, and that is swing and a miss at a high fastball at 96, high and away. Beeter gets him to swing at a bad pitch there, and it's a 1-2 count. So 1-2 here in the top of the 8th. Caglione is 2 for 3 on the day, singles, a couple hits in the game, or a double and a single. The 1-2 to Caglione. That's low ball 2. The slider evens up the count to 2-2. You're valued indeed. Your support and contributions on District Nation Network is greatly appreciated. Let's go. Thank you so much, Charles, for that reminder. So it'll be a 2-2 here. Coming sets Beeter. The pitch to Caglione. Swing and a miss at a high and inside fastball at 97 miles an hour. Strikeout number 1 for Beeter. Out number 1 here in the top of the 8th. Let's go, Nats. Shut him down, boys. Shut him down. So it'll be Michael Garcia now. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Beeter with the strikeout of Jack Caglione. Go Beeter. Gets Caglione to swing through that one. Former two-wayer in Caglione. Was a two-wayer in college. Here comes the pitch to Michael Garcia. He takes a fastball outside, ball 1, and it's a 1-0 count. 268 average, 3 home runs, 30 RBIs for Michael. 708 OPS. Coming sets Beeter. Here's the 1-0 to Garcia. In there, called. Strike 1 with a 94-mile-an-hour fastball, and that'll even up the count to 1-1. Might need to pick up Dylan Cruz in fantasy, everybody. If he hasn't been picked up yet, maybe he's a pickup to have just for the home runs he hits. Here's the pitch, and Garcia's going to take a fastball inside, ball 2. As a Niners fan, I think Mike Evans is going to be good for us. Do you think Mike Evans will be good with my 49ers? I think so, probably. Not thinking about football at this time, really, in the year. I am full dedicated to baseball from March to really October. I don't really fully pay attention to football until the Nats are done playing. As Beeter comes set, I just dedicated to the Nats. The 2-1. Swinging a ground ball. This is going to be the Meade with a backhand. He'll fire it over to first. In time. What a play by Curtis Meade. On a backhand towards the shortstop position, over towards short. Meade has to make a nice backhand and fire it over to first in time, and that's out number 2 here in the top of the 8th. 2 outs now, and that'll bring up Starlin Marte. He's 1 for 3 on the day. What a play by Curtis Meade. Towards the third baseline, he makes a backhand and fires it over to first. What a play. Here we go. Now that'll bring up Starlin Marte. Now we got a pinch hitter here. Got a pinch hitter for Marte. We'll get a name here in a second as Beeter looks for his sign. An open stance lefty here. Who is this? We'll check in a second. Coming sets Beeter. The pitch. This is going to be outside. Ball 1. It's a 1-0 count. This is going to be John Rave. This is his second season. His career average 196, 4 home runs, 14 RBIs, but he pinch hits here in the 8th to send a lefty against the righty. Here's the 1-0, and Rave takes a fastball low, ball 2, and it's a 2-0 count. So he can stay in the game, though he's a DH, so it doesn't matter about position at all. He can stay in the game as much as he likes. So it'll be 2-0 here with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That's called. Strike 1 with that slider. That dips into the zone. Beeter gets the call. So it'll be 2-1 here with 2 outs. Beeter looks for his sign. He's got it, and he comes set. Here comes the 2-1. That's a curveball, or that's a slider that stays upstairs, ball 3. The slider can't land. So it'll be a 3-1 here with 2 outs. Just don't walk him. You got to get the out here. Just get the out. That's all we need. Get the out here, and you can worry about the next guy. Thanks for subscribing, Chris Shipom. Thank you so much, Chris. Here's the pitch, and that is low ball four, and Rave's going to draw a walk here with 2 outs. So runner at first here with 2 outs. That'll bring up Salvador Perez. He's 0 for 3 on the day with a flyout, a strikeout, and a ground out. He's getting close to the Marcell Ozuna cycle with 2 outs. 200 average for Salvador Perez, 9 home runs, 26 ribbies. Perez with an open stance. He's a big guy now. Now he's just really trying to hit home runs by this point. Coming set's beater. First pitch to Salvador Perez. Perez swinging a miss at a slider in the dirt and outside, and it's an 0-1 count. Got him to swing at that one. Makes it an 0-1 count here with 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I hope that everyone hangs out here for a little while, and thanks for tuning in to District Nation. We'll be back on Friday with another stream. Can't stream Tuesday or Wednesday. The 0-1. That's in the dirt, and that evens up the count to 1-1. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Got plenty of people in here hanging out. Let's go. Let's see if he broke the like record, though. District, that name, Marcell Ozuna. Ha! Marcell Ozuna. So to be 1-1 here with 2 outs. Coming sets beater. Here's the pitch. From beater, the pitch. Perez swinging a miss at a fastball outside, and it's 1-2. Let's go. We just hit 53 likes. We have tied the record for most likes on a District Nation stream. And last one, it took us 4-point-some K views. This time it's only taking us 900-some. Beater comes set. It'll be a 1-2 with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Called! Strike 3 on a slider inside. Clayton Beater says, sit down, big boy. And Perez will have to sit down, but have to go play first now. 2 strikeouts in the inning. 1 man left on base, led to the bottom of the 8th. It is still the Nationals 7, Royals 3 after Clayton Beater gets a scoreless top of the 8th. Robert Murray says Nats are doing remarkable. Yeah, they're doing really well. Here we go, everybody. Go to the screen. We're getting close to the end of this game. Be sure to go vote. CJ Abrams and James Wood, all-star starter. Go vote them now. So here we go. The record was 53 likes on a stream. Or actually, it's 58. Excuse me. I got 5 likes on that one recently, so we're going to have to gain 5 if we want to break the record. Let's go, everybody. Start liking it up. I think we can. Let's try to hit 58 today. Maybe we put 60 likes today. We got plenty of people in the chat. Like it up, everybody. Like it up, and then go vote. You got to vote. That's the most important thing to do tonight, though. You got to vote it up. So that'll bring up, for the Nationals, Dylan Cruz to lead it off. He's 1 for 3. Let's see if he can get something going. We're now 55. Let's go. 5 away from 60. This is our second most liked stream then still. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. Let's go. Have you been watching any World Cup? I have not. Not too big fan of soccer at all. I don't watch soccer much at all. Baseball, basketball, and football are the sports for me. They were laid out for me at my birth. So here we go. Bottom of the 8th. Let's go, Dylan Cruz. Nats always have a star outfielder no matter what. I like it, though, as a Pirates fan. All right. Oh, yeah, you're a Pirates fan. All right. That's cool. That's cool. A Pirates fan. So I'm assuming you like Dr. DeLay as a streamer. Dr. DeLay does the Pirates. He does other games as well. We kind of focus on Nats baseball here and then Commanders, and then we do some Mavericks coverage as well. So we go bottom of the 8th. We're getting going here. Dylan Cruz has a 3-run bomb in this game. Let's see if he can make that 2. Let's see if we can make that 2, Big DC. Here we go, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. So now first pitch is to Dylan Cruz, and he swings and misses at a 91-mile-an-hour cutter, and it's an 0-1 count. 0-1 here in the bottom of the 8th. 198 average for Cruz now. 4 bombs, 13 ribbies. So it'll be 0-1 here. Cummings set his way. Here comes the 0-1 to Cruz. Cruz swings and grounds this one to the shortstop, Bobby Witt. Charges in. Fires to first on the run in time for the out for out number 1. So Way is now at 17 pitches. He gets a 4th man out in a row. Nationals have a 4-run lead, but they got to be able to hold it. That's the most important part. Pirates and Penguins, yes, Dr. DeLay has found on a trip down to Miami last month. So to be 1 out here, now to be Dalen Lau here, 263 average, 8 home runs, 37 ribbies. Cummings set his way. Here's the pitch to Lyle. Lau swings and lines this one down the right field line, but that is foul, and it'll be 0-1. Just a tad bit early on that one, so it'll be an 0-1 count. I do. Honestly, I like every fan in here. Every fan who comes through and you're a subscriber, awesomeness. Awesomeness if you're here. You are legend, wait for it, dairy if you're in the stream. So it'll be 0-1, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Coming set is way. Here's the pitch to Lyle. Lyle's going to take a sweeper outside. That'll even up the count to 1-1. Looks like Gus Varlin is in the pen now for the Nats. Gus Varlin getting his warm-up throws in. Arguably one of the better arms for this team as Lyle's going to take a cutter outside. It'll be a 2-1 count. I'm not a Steelers fan, though. All right. I mean, same with me. I got some outliers, too. I'm a Mavericks fan, man. I'm a Mavericks fan. This will be 2-1 here with 1 out. Coming set his way. 2-1 to Lyle. Lyle's going to take a sinker inside. It'll be a 3-1 count here in the bottom of the 8th with a 97-mile-an-hour pitch there. 3-1, 1 out. Thanks to everyone for tuning in today. Having a fun stream. Coming set is way. Here comes his 3-1 to Lyle, the pitch. Lyle's going to take a cutter outside, ball 4. And now the Nationals have a base runner. First one in... Wow, that's first base runner in 5 batters. Offense went a little cold for a couple innings. But now Lyle's on first with 1 out. That'll bring up Jacob Young here. He's 0 for 3 on the day. Let's see if JY can get something going. Let's go JY. I think everyone has that outlier team they root for. Sometimes. Good thing you're not a Steelers fan, though. The pitch. JY takes a cutter inside, ball 1. I don't know too many Steelers fans, to be honest. So it'll be 1-0, 1 out. Just don't ground into the double play here. Anything but the double play. Lyle getting a good lead here. He's going to go. The 1-0 is in there. Called strike 1. The throw down is not in time. Lyle's in there safely. Let's go. Lyle swipes the bag there. So Dalen Lyle with a stolen base. Down forward. They want to challenge this. We'll see. Dalen Lyle had a decent jump there. Didn't really get too much of a secondary before. He wasn't far off. And I think he will be in there. Yep, Lyle in there. Oof. His leg was kind of sweeping the bag, though. But he always had something on there. On the play, we'll see if there's a challenge. Lyle seems to be in there. He always had something on the back. That's the good thing. I like the Lions. I'm wearing my short sleeve Lion shirt right now. Let's go. So I think we're getting a challenge here. Surprised you're a Mavericks fan. Why aren't you Wizards fans? I don't like the Wizards. That's just my thing. I don't like the Wizards. Never have, never will. Warriors fan. All right. Well, I'm a Mavs fan. That's just my one outlier team. Are we getting a challenge call? Looks like we're going to get... Are they calling this upheld? Upheld means they don't know. Stands, I have no idea. I think we'll check. We're still watching this. I gave up on the New York Giants. I think everyone did after week 3. We're getting this play under review. So Lyle diving in a second, he was safe. It seemed like he always had a body part on the bag. He always had his foot on the bag. He always had something on the bag there. So Lyle's managed to keep something on the bag at all times. I think we're going to get a call upheld here, called stands. So you got play under review there. A lot of people watching from different angles trying to get a call here. They're showing the MLP replay room. MLB Baseball Action live streaming now on District Nation Network. Let's go. In studio behind the mic, Mr. District CEO host, providing outstanding play-by-play with informative commentary and analysis. Yeah, I think Lyle always had a body part on the bag, so I think he's going to be safe here. That's just my opinion. I think we're going to end up getting call stands, probably. Let's go. This is powerful indeed. Yeah, he slid in. He dives in a second. He always has a body part on the bag. That's the thing. Looking at this angle, his hand gets in there first. And he kind of slides across the bag, but he always had something on the bag. Or here he doesn't. I think we're going to get call stands, though. So now Lyle's out. All right, so he's caught stealing. 2-4 there. Lyle is out. So they're going to say the call was overturned. That's out number 2. So the play made by the second baseman Lofton there, and that's out number 2, and that'll be JY here with 2 outs now on a 2-0 count. The pitch, and JY is going to take a cutter inside, ball 3. You think Cooper Flagg will be a star in the NBA? Yep, he will be. So it'll be 3-0 here with 2 outs. Way. Looking for a sign, he comes set. Here comes the pitch to Young. Young takes a cutter there. Called strike one, bottom part of the zone. They're going to give the call to the pitcher there. Maybe it's a courtesy call here, but we're not even at the point where we need courtesy calls. It's a 4-run game. The 3-1 coming to Young, the pitch. Young takes a sinker outside, ball 4, and Young will take a walk. So now Way has walked back-to-back batters here. He has 27 pitches on his pitch count. Pitching coach here will come out and talk to Beck Way, make sure he's okay. Young takes a walk, though. So he's on first here with 2 outs. That'll bring up K-Barrett Ruiz. 1 for 3 on the day, had a single. Scored in that AB, but he's 1 for 3 otherwise in his first 3. So the watermark is up in the top of the 6th. Dustin May still has it going. Wow, he could really complete it here. I wonder if Dustin May will complete it. I think this is his second bid for it, though. Only 4 strikeouts for him, too, as Cummings set his way. Now he throws back in a first, and Young is back in safely. Ooh, Salvador Perez thought he had it, but I don't think he did, so Young's back in safely. We're going to get another review here. Looking back, yeah, he's back in there. He's back in there. Perez thought he had the play there, but Young gets in there safely. Coming set is Way. 2 outs. Here comes the pitch to K-Barrett Ruiz. Ruiz swings and grounds this one. Second baseman Lofton ranges over. He'll fire it to first in time for the out, and that will end the inning. A couple walks in the inning and a caught stealing. So no hits, no runs, 1 man left on base through the JY walk. We will head to the top of the 9th inning. Gus Varlin will be on to try to put this one away for the Nationals with a 4-run lead. 4 runs of insurance. Can the Nationals put it away here in D.C.? Try to take game 1 of this series. I predicted in my preview earlier today that they would get a sweep, so I really hope they can put it away here. 2 strikeouts and a walk for Clayton Beater in his 1 inning of work, as Gus Varlin will take over for the Nationals, I believe. I'm already setting it up like he is, because I don't think Beater would work too. We will head to the top of the 9th. So we go. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. Hopefully we're all ready for the top of the 9th. See you, District. Heading to Dr. Delays for Pirates versus Athletics. See you later. See you later, Sam. I hope you have a great day. Sorry I missed your comment earlier, but hope to see you soon. I really like your stream, says Robert. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for those nice words. Why are the Mavericks so bad this season? Well, I don't know. A lot of factors. I don't think I could go into them. I made a video earlier today on trade deadline, or not deadline, just trade rumors, but nothing on really their actual skill now. So thanks to everyone for tuning in. We're getting ready for this game. Sorry I missed your comment. I was late on it, Sam. But thanks for tuning in, man. Hope to see you later. And thanks. I will see you soon in a stream. We'll be back this Friday. So we go top of the 9th. It'll be the bottom of the order for the Royals. Lofton, Jensen, Collins. See if the Nationals can at least hold this lead down. A 4-run lead. No lead is safe in D.C. Let's hope this one is. Thanks for the great night, District Nation. Signing off. Morning comes early. We'll be at the game tomorrow. See you later. Mr. and Mrs. C, I salute you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to be at the game tomorrow as well, so thank you so much. Until next stream, great night. Let's go, Charles. We got 1 more inning to go. Gus Varlin trying to hold down the fort here in the top of the 9th. 28 games, a 1-1 record, 6 holds with a 5.26 ERA. See you all Friday. Let's go. See you all Friday. See you, Mr. C. I hope to see you then. We just gained 2 more subs. Let's go. 417 to Sam. Let's go. Here we go. Top of the 9th. A 4-seamer and a slider for Gus Varlin. That's really all he throws. Kind of like Mason Miller, but he doesn't throw 100 miles an hour. Varlin sets. He has a brother, Lewis Varlin, also a pitcher in the MLB. First pitch to Lofton is in there. Called. Strike 1 with a fastball. Clips the outer part of the zone, and it's an 0-1 count. Lofton wanted to challenge it, and he doesn't get to. He did it too late, so he can't challenge it now. So now, oh mighty, how the tables have turned. I see how we feel, Mr. Lofton. The 0-1. Called! Strike 2. This time Lofton will challenge it. That is outside with the slider, so I believe we are going to get this overturned to a ball. But we'll see. Here's the pitch, and it is a ball. So it is outside, so he's successful with the challenge there. Royals still have both their challenges. So that evens up the count to 1-1, off by 2.7 inches. Wow. So be 1-1 here. Varlin sets. Here comes the pitch. Just outside ball 2 with a fastball at 96, and I'll make it a 2-1 count. In the morning, you have two choices. A, to continue your dream out your B. Coles or dream wake up and chase him. Let's go. Here comes the 2-1 to Lofton. Swinging a ground ball. Meade can't make the play this time. This one goes down the line. It is fair into the corner. Wood chasing after it. That's Lyle, excuse me. Lofton in his second with a double. Oh, no. Please don't do it. We have a 4-run lead. Please don't do it. Please don't. Please don't. With any luck, my 0-5 streak will be broken tomorrow. Hopefully. And hopefully we both get to see a Curly W tomorrow, because I'll be at the game tomorrow, so hopefully we both get to see our Curly W. Hopefully Foster comes in and does well for the team. Please don't do it, boys. Please don't. Double down the line for Lofton. Now that'll bring up Carter Jensen, the catcher. Thanks for subscribing, Premier J. Let's go. Inside ball 1 for Varland. It's a 1-0 count. So Lofton doubles. Please don't do it. Just hold the fort down, boys. Just hold the fort down. 1-0 here in the top of the 9th. Varland comes set. The 1-0. Jensen's going to take a slider in there. Called strike 1, evens up the count to 1-1. But you got to get 27 outs. Just get 3 outs. You're 3 away. You've gotten 24 already with only giving up 3 runs. Let's try to get this one scoreless. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss at a slider, and it's 1-2. But either way, now that he gave up a hit, Varland's getting a save for this because he's going to face the tying run. So we 1-2 there. Gus Varland going to work. Coming set. Varland waits. The 1-2. Swinging a fly ball. This one is hit into shallow left. Abrams out into the grass. Abrams is under it. Abrams makes the catch for out number 1. Lofton stays at second. Nationals trying to hold down this lead. Now there's 1 out in the top of the 9th. Nationals trying to put it away here in the 9th. Get a 3-game win streak going. And see how long it can last. Catcher Jensen did not threw his bat down as soon as that play happened. Varland trying to close this one out. He comes set. Now he'll face Collins, the left fielder. First pitch to Collins. First pitch, he fouls it off the knob, and it's 0-1. Fouled that one off. So he 0-1 here with 1 out. 214 average for Collins. 3 home runs, 17 ribbies. 0-1 here with 1 out. Varland sets. The 0-1 coming. The pitch. Swinging a foul back, and it's 0-2. That one off of Ruiz's glove as well, so it'll be an 0-2 count. Excuse me, I have to take the headphones off for a second. So it'll be 0-2 here with a 1 out. Varland looking for his sign. Ruiz signals it on the pitch comm. He calls for it low as well with his hand. Varland sets. The 0-2. Called! Strike 3. Collins will challenge this one. I don't know what it will be, though. Got it at the bottom part of the zone. Ruiz called for it there. And it is still called. Strike 3. Royals lose a challenge, and Collins goes down looking. Out number 2 here in the top of the 9th. Varland's now 1 out away from putting this one away. Gus Varland puts it right at the bottom part of the zone. Located it perfectly. Ruiz called for it. He put his hand down low. Called for it low, and Varland located it well. So that'll bring up Lane Thomas to end it here in the 9th. The pitch to Lane Train. He's going to take a slider in there. Called strike 1, and it's an 0-1 count. Here we go. Let's go. Looking to put this one away.
Let's go. Let's go.
Varland sets. The 0-1 to Lane. Down low with a slider evens up the count to 1-1. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Come on, boys. Good call there by the umpire earlier.
Hey, it's Enrico Palazzo!
So it'll be 1-1 here with 2 outs. Lane Train up to the plate. The former Nat facing Varland, the new Nat. Varland only been here for a year. The 1-1. Outside ball 2 with a slider makes it a 2-1 count. Gus trying to go to work here. Get the final out the Nationals need. Tomorrow, you'll see Foster take the mound. I hope I can find you some sort of streamer who's maybe doing it. I don't think there's a Royals guy on here, but coming sets Varland. The 2-1 to Lane Train. Swinging a foul off. He checks swing on that 95-mile-an-hour fastball inside. It'll be 2-2 now. Everybody come to your feet. Stand up even if you're watching at home. Great play calling, CO District Host. Everyone to their feet. Everyone at home. We got a lot of people in the chat. Everyone come to your feet. 2-2, 2 outs, top of the ninth. Varland sets. The 2-2 to Lane Thomas. Inside, they're going to peel on the swing. No, says first base umpire Walsh. Thanks for your support and contributions on District Nation Network. Silent listeners and viewers included. Lane Thomas, oof, I think he went for that one. But they're going to say he didn't. So it's a 3-2, 2 outs. Everybody to your feet. Nats trying to put it away. The 3-2 to Lane. Swinging a fly ball, foul, and we'll do 3-2 again. That fastball fouled off. It'll be 3-2 all over again. 3-2, 2 outs once again. Thank you so much to everyone for stopping by already. 3-2, 2 outs. Top of the ninth. Let's go. 17 pitches for Varland. He's got his sign. He sets. He waits. The 3-2 on the way. Swinging a foul back again. Lane Thomas is not going to go down without a fight. We learned that about him last year, though. We learned he does not go down without a fight. So here we go. Coming set is Varland. Here comes the 3-2. Swinging a fly ball. This one down the left field line. Meade going over to foul territory now. This one will get out of play, though, so we'll do 3-2. This will be 3-2 once again. This will be 3-2, 2 outs here in the top of the ninth. Varland trying to put it away. Let's go. Varland comes set. He waits. Now the 3-2 coming to Lane. Swinging a ground ball. This is going to be chopped to Meade. He fields cleanly. Fires in time to get the running Lane Thomas. And the Nationals are going to get another win here in the books. And they have a 3-game win streak. The Nationals take this one. The light show will go up, and the Nationals will win this one 7-3 in 9 innings. Gus Varland able to put it away in the ninth. The Nationals with a victory. The lights will play. Let's go. The Nationals get a win. Let's go. The Nationals with a win.
Hey, oh,
Let's go. The Nationals with a win.
oh, let's go.
There you go, everybody. The Washington Nationals with another win. They're now on a 3-game win streak. And the Nationals have a 3-game win streak at home, which I don't think anyone expected them. Until next stream, great night. Thank you, Charles, for tuning in. There you go, everybody. The Washington Nationals have a 3-game win streak at home. And at home, they're doing pretty well now. They get 7 runs at home in this one. With some help from a Dylan Cruz 3-run bomb, you get a rally in the 5th with Luis Garcia Jr. with a 2-run single. Ruiz and Nunez find their way on with some hits. James Wood finds his way on. But the big thing is Dylan Cruz with a 3-run bomb. That's the story of the game today. Dylan Cruz goes yard once again. He also went yard, I believe. Did Cruz go yard on the earlier game? No, he didn't. But he went yard on Saturday, I believe. But Dylan Cruz has been raking up here. Dylan Cruz is doing really well at the big league level, getting the average up. The fans are loving it. So there you go, everybody. The Washington Nationals are going to get a win, and I believe this is going to be a record-breaking stream for everybody. Thank you so much to everyone who tuned in today to today's broadcast. We are going to end it here. Let's get your redirect link ready to go as we wind down with this post-game show. Thank you so much. Thank you for the stream. Nice job, says Robert. Thank you so much for those nice words. I'll see you later. Dylan Cruz, the interview, though, 1 for 4 on the day with a 3-run home run. That's a 250 average. That works. That works. Of course, you get some hits from the team. And, of course, Awesome Andrew, 4 hits and a run over 4 innings. Good outing. A little bit of a struggle from our guy, Brad Lord. 3 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, but he still in the end puts it away. And then Beater gets a guy in the 8th, and then the 9th, Varland puts it away. So those are your numbers for today's stream. Thank you so much for everybody for tuning in. We will send you guys away. I'm going to send you guys. We're going to return the favor to JJ. He gave a redirect to us. We're going to redirect to him. So there you go. So there you go. There's your redirect link. So, Bob, you just cursed it, man, but I'm not going to put it on screen. There's your redirect link. Thank you, Bob, for tuning in. Just to read off some names. Thank you, Charles, for tuning in. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. C, for tuning in. Thank you, Sam, for coming. Thank you, Bob, for coming in. Robert Murray was here. Thank you to all these names I see. Thank you so much. I remember some other ones. PNW was here. JJ Raid was here. Play-by-play JJ himself came. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. And don't forget to go vote. I will put this on screen one more time. Go vote CJ Abrams and James Wood. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take that redirect link. Get out of here. But first, vote. MLB.com/vote. Vote CJ Abrams and James Wood. I will see you all later this Friday with the Washington Nationals going to Tampa Bay. I'll see you later. Thank you so much. I hope everyone has a great night. I'll see you all soon this Friday with the Tampa Bay Rays hosting the Washington Nationals. Thank you so much, and I will see you later. Have a great